right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Friday night feast. Look, my hair's already falling, y'all. Okay. Whoa. Do our intro.
Hey, yo. Welcome to the wonderful world of HungryHeath. Now, I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I've studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife, the sensational Shelly Eats Steak. Together we host what you're watching right now, the Friday Night Feast. So let's get things started.
Yes, thank you. And as you come in, please make sure that you do hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe so that you can chat with us. Our chats are set up for just our HungryHorde people or group to comment. So make sure you are subscribed. Oh, sorry, y'all. My hair thing fell out.
Oh, no.
And then talking about advent calendars tonight, right?
So this one got me this little Christmas countdown. And if y'all know anything about me, it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls from the Nakatomi Plaza. So that's what this guy is right here. And as he gets closer to the ground, he gets closer to Christmas.
That's right. Here, do it a little bit closer so they can see. Yeah.
Because for those of y'all that don't know, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Well, and here's this guy here. This is funny. I didn't even know it did that, but he actually
flips.
You can flip him. Isn't that hilarious? So as he's spinning, and I think today's the 9th. I don't know where you're supposed to put him as far as the down, but here now he's on the side. Okay, but do you want to keep it there or move it?
Right now, that's why I set it there.
But we're about to make the ranch.
I know, and I'll move it when it's time.
Okay. Well, let's say hello to everybody. I saw Renee was first.
Hey, howdy.
And then I see Carrie said secondist with
nice.
315 days of no coffee or caffeine. That is awesome. And Carrie said Heath and Shelly could be a ranch hand with the ranch pork rind crumbs. I don't think I would do very well as a ranch hand.
I wouldn't either. I'm not outdoors either.
I think as soon as it hit summer in Texas, I'd be out. Jennifer's here. Hey, Jennifer. She said, good evening, beautiful people. Well, good evening, beautiful Jennifer. 22Q Cat's here.
Hey.
She goes, hey, Shelly, Heath, and the wonderful Horde.
Nice.
That's right. Radical Geek is here. Hey, Maitreya. She goes, hello, everyone. You're hustling for a few while I sew. Oh, how fun. Wow. And make sure y'all tune in on Sundays to Radical Geek's Coffee Talk. Now, I know this Sunday it might be a shorter one because she's has some things going on Saturday. So, but definitely tune in. It's always interesting. And honestly, y'all, any question you have about anything, Maitreya is like
golly.
I was going to say the encyclopedia of knowledge.
Yes.
Like she just knows everything. I know she's going to be like all modest to be like, oh, please, I don't know everything. And like she knows everything all.
So it's not work. I don't know what I don't know.
Right.
I think Maitreya knows.
That's right. So if you ever have like detailed questions or anything
to her,
yeah, just go tune into Coffee Talk and she'll do her best.
Sorry.
Maitreya said, I also made tacos today. Ooh, what kind of tacos did you make?
Taco Friday.
Oh, and she went with the cheese shell. Ooh, that's fancy. Good. Strong's here. Hey, Strong, how you doing? Are you feeling better now? She goes, happy Friday. See, I think that's a lot better location for it.
But now it's covering up my little logo.
That's fine. They see your wonderful face. And then I see Teresa's here.
Howdy,
hey, Teresa, how are you doing? 22Q Cat said, looking forward to these tacos tonight. I know Heath is in heaven. I'm saying he's been getting a little hangry this evening.
Yeah.
Brightwin's here. Hey, Brightwin, how you doing?
Howdy.
She goes, hiya, folks. And then Jackie's here. Hey, Jackie. And Bluegrass Girl is here. She said, hit that thumbs up.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Red Wine's here. Hey, Red Wine. Said, hello, guys. You know it's my bedtime. I know. But, of course, I'll listen to y'all when I get up. Well, thank you for that.
Thank you.
And thanks for commenting on all our recent videos.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Right.
Hoofing it. Hey, Karen.
Hey, howdy.
Good evening, HungryHeath, the warden, and all fellow Hordelings. What a fun countdown. Die Hard.
I like that. Hordelings. I
like that. Hordelings. Yes. And how are you doing, Karen? How's the critters? Because correct me if I'm wrong, at least one of your critters is participating in the live nativity, right?
Oh, nice.
Rocky Mountain Girl is here. She goes, hey y'all. Well, hello. Welcome to the HungryHorde. I heard a ding.
How much had to be yours? Because I unmuted mine.
Oops. Then go to the next one. Carrie said, that is cool, HungryHeath. I knew that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Good. Thank you, Carrie.
Oh, what's his name? The star. What's his name?
Bruce Willis.
He says it's not, but you know.
But
he's
you know what?
About a lot of things.
Kevin Smith doesn't really care for Bruce Willis, and like I would take Kevin Smith's opinion over Bruce Willis, but that's just me.
They did a movie together, and he was not a fan.
Right, and I, even though like Kevin Smith's been like gone all vegan and stuff, but I do like his movies.
Yes.
I prefer Kevin Smith's movies, probably to most of Bruce Willis's.
Yeah.
Okay, Shauna says, nope. I love you, Heath, but I am so not a fan, and I've never seen Die Hard or any of the other 10 movies he made. Is it because you're not a Bruce Willis fan either, Shauna? Which, if you're not, I am totally fine with that.
But my 3 favorite Christmas movies is number 1 is Die Hard, number 2 is The Ref, and number 3 is Gremlins.
And guess what we have to watch every year? You
don't have to. You get to.
What's your favorite Christmas movie, y'all? Give us some input here. Maybe we can add some more. And Shauna, don't you be quiet. I don't want you to ever be quiet with us. Is that what? No, I don't know. Okay. Jen's here. Hey, Jen. How you doing? I'm loving Just Jen Delaney.
Yes.
Also has a YouTube, and she's been doing Vlogmas, and I've been loving the Vlogmas, y'all.
Hey, Jen, I forgot to comment on your video the other day when you were drinking that Bang. That was the whole lot of chocolate, wasn't it?
I know that you
said y'all didn't like it. That honestly is my favorite Bang. It really reminds me of
it's the only Bang I drink.
Of Yoo-Hoo. The old bottles.
Yes.
In fact, we order it. We have it on the auto renew from Amazon because it's so hard to find here.
Well, and what's funny is I was watching on TikTok or Reels, one of those little things. You know what Yoo-Hoo is? It's just chocolate water.
I know.
So, because they showed how you can make your own Yoo-Hoo, is you put a whole bunch of Hershey's syrup in a glass, and then pour water and stir it up, and it's a Yoo-Hoo.
Budget.
Jen said, "Hey everyone, Brian is hollering from the other room. They're right. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
That's my brother from another mother. Thank you, sir."
And then Crafty and Carnivorish, hey, she goes, hello all. I agree. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Oh, no. Sharon's here. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Welcome back.
Howdy.
Jodelle is here. She says, hello. What is the ground meat jerky gun?
Yeah, well, I've always made homemade gifts, like food-wise, for my family. So one year, my sister and her brilliant, whatever we call it,
her infinite
wisdom, bought us a jerky gun. Let me go get it.
Yes, so he'll get it. I'll say a couple more hellos, and then we're going to get started. Sharon said Die Hard is a classic must-see, right? Cynthia's here. Hey, Cynthia, welcome back. I see Mary Ann. Hey, Mary Ann, how you doing? And Carrie hit the like button a gazillion times +1. Oh, there you go.
So it looks like a caulk gun. And the tip on it, this one right now, I have it loaded. It makes the long, what do you call it, sticks. Well, they're like flat little sticks. That has another tip on it. It's one cylinder that goes in it, and it makes it the long sticks. Kind of like the, what's the ones?
Like the mission sticks?
Yeah, those are the one we ordered that we get their...
F-bomb?
Yeah, the F-bomb ones. That's the long sticks.
Yeah,
but this makes the flat ones, though.
Long.
But you just twist it off. Well, it's going to be a lot to do. But,
why?
And you just stuff it with, like, ground meat.
Yeah, just show them.
You got to put it all back together.
Oh, my gosh. All this twisting. I don't know, y'all. So, look, like if you've ever used a pastry.
Yeah.
So, you just fill the meat in here, your seasoned meat.
Yeah.
And then you see this has a little stopper on it, right? And you put this in here. And then what it will do is it'll back up. Let's see, how does it go?
And then y'all, the first year we used it, we made
like that, right?
We made
it'll back all the way up to whatever you have it filled. And then once you put it in here, when you're squeezing it out, you're just doing that, and that works as a plunge and plunges it down.
We actually made a big batch of it and put it in resealable food saver bags and gave it away to all the family, right? It's one of my nieces and nephews. That was a total waste. We could have just used the dollar store Ziploc bags because they ate it all. There's nothing needed to be resealed.
I know. Okay, we're going to get started real quick on the ranch because I want all the seasonings and stuff to kind of marry. So we're going to start, and I did put the recipe below in the comments. Well, come on. All right, one. So I'm going to start with a half cup.
Doesn't Porking Good also have a ranch seasoning?
Yeah, they do.
Why didn't we use it?
Well, I don't think it's as clean as we like.
Oh, okay. That's a good reason.
3, 4. So we're just going to do a half cup of mayo and a half cup of sour cream. You know what? You could do this part. So 4 more tablespoons of that. Oh, Jackie. Jackie said, I just ordered the Porking Good ranch seasoning. Should be here Monday. Hoping it'll work to make ranch wings.
3.
It'll definitely work that way. We've used it. And then you'll do 8 tablespoons.
You would use the same spoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of this. So it's a half cup each. 8 tablespoons equals a half cup, y'all.
Pro tip. I learned this from my grandmother. I buy the giant tubs from Sam's. When this is completely empty, I rinse it out, wash it, and I reuse it as my highfalutin Tupperware.
Yeah. 8. Yeah, you can move it closer. And then Jackie, who also has a channel, and it's really good if you need that like inspiration of how somebody's doing. But she just hosted a meetup in Indiana this past weekend, and I saw the videos, and that was just awesome.
6.
But
7.
yeah. Well, just scoop it. You can get it all out. It'll be close enough because you're doing big tablespoons.
I do Heath-size tablespoons.
But yeah, all of the Porking Good seasonings we have used to make ranch or wings and different things, and it's worked out fine. Oh, Matreya, you're welcome. Carrie said, I've been tuning in to her coffee talk. I didn't realize I had that much coffee knowledge from when I was drinking coffee. I like to share as well. And that's right. And you do share a lot. Okay, and just put it back in the fridge, though. You do share quite a bit. And I think that's always good, is to have people who have knowledge as well. So, see?
I'll just stir this up, right?
Yeah, well, here. And then what we'll do, so I've got my homemade ranch seasoning, which I put in the description below. Now, of course, we got to make it spicy. You know, we can't do anything plain.
Because there's 5 spices in there, right? Yeah. Nice.
And so I'm just going to do 2 tablespoons, and that should be plenty. And now you could stir it up. Gigi's here. Hey, Gigi.
Hey, Gigi.
Gigi.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Jerry.
No.
Purple Living Nana. Hey, Debbie,
Purple.
how are you? It's Wilson's here.
Hey, Wilson.
She goes, hey, you guys, I received my prize. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
listening, but in the kitchen, wiping up a huge mess just made because I dumped my protein shake all over the counter.
Oh, no.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yes.
I'm sorry, girl.
Should have used a bigger bowl.
And then make sure you scrape around the sides. What?
Well, stuff like this, I want a pork rind to dip it in.
Well, you can get a pork rind. Matreya said, I love it, though. The Hans falling is fantastic. Isn't that the best? Actually, if anybody's interested in getting this, I got it off of Amazon, y'all. So,
it showed up, yesterday, day before?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, you gotta open this. I need you to see it. You're gonna love it.
Yes. I was so excited.
After we said we weren't buying each other.
Oh, you got some on your thumb.
Yes, I do.
Oh. How does it taste?
Not spicy enough.
Whatever. Yeah, see, there's some that clumped up on the side. Okay. But yeah, you go on Amazon and get that. I just thought it was amazing. Nan's here. Hey, Nan, welcome back. How are you doing?
Howdy.
Jackie said, Jim, her non-keto boyfriend, told me he wants to do 90 days of BB&E. Can't wait to see the results from SAD to BB&E. Should be insane. I bet he will feel amazing after that, but I bet the first couple of weeks are going to be rough.
Will that help him transition to being straight keto afterwards?
Right. That would be awesome if he does, right?
Is he going with you on the cruise?
Yeah, I think so.
That's going to be awesome.
Blue Dove.
Hey, Jamie.
She says, howdy, Horde mates, Horde mistress, and Horde master. I made that Instapot queso for my tabletop Christmas party, and it was a big hit.
Nice. I'm actually got plans to make that tomorrow.
Shauna said, I'm with Bruce. Laugh out loud. What?
She agrees with him. It's not a Christmas movie.
Shauna. BD's here. Hey, Brian. I have to run to work, but wanted to say hi. And Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yippee-ki-yay. Have a good stream. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, brother.
Look at Rocky Mountain. Yippee-ki-yay. Shauna said, I'll just sit here quietly. Jackie said, sad Bruce Willis is retired. Yeah, he got, it's like a really bad illness.
So he wasn't celebrating Christmas correctly.
Oh, Crafty and Carnivorish said, Gremlins. Right? He loves Gremlins. Airfryer Auntie said, really liked him in Moonlighting. That I liked Moonlighting. I remember that. So here's what you could do with your ranch. So depending on what?
You don't have the lid for it. It's still in the drawer, isn't it?
Or it might be in the drying rack. I just got this out of the dishwasher.
Okay.
If you feel like your ranch is a little too thick.
It kind of is. Yeah.
So get some heavy cream.
Just add some beer to it.
And then here, I'll let you stir while I pour in probably a tablespoon or two.
I love the way she eyeballs this, y'all. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Not be right.
Well, I mean, I might not be right, y'all. So don't judge me and say, well, she said. I mean, it's just you basically add the heavy cream until it's like the consistency that you want.
I just wish it had a little
handle. And then there's a lot on the side. Yeah, there you go. And then just
probably need a whisk.
You could use a whisk. And then tell me if you still feel like it's too thick or you want it thin and a little more.
I want some wings to dip in it.
A little more?
No, it's perfect.
Oh, it's perfect.
I like it.
Okay.
I like mine a little thick.
Okay. And then put that up and then we'll try it off with a spoon. How about that?
Okay. And then we had a little pre-cook. The bacon. We just have it. We did it in the air fryer. And it's just, I did it too high. We just pulled some out. We did it basically one piece of bacon for each taco.
Ooh. Wow. That is better than Hidden Valley.
Of course it is. There's nothing hidden on it either.
But the spice mix, y'all, like adding that Texas 5 spice to it. really gives it that zing at the end.
I'm just gonna lay this on top of the bacon.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's really good.
So now we wanted to get our ranch ready so we could put it in the fridge, let it chill and marry each other. All those spices are like, oh, I'm so happy to be with you, right? They're having a party. And the Texas 5 Spice is like the flair of the party. Like they're in there like celebrating. They're getting everybody's mood up. So we're going to put that in the fridge and then we'll get started on the chicken here in a minute. And move that out of the way. And we got our cutting board for the chicken. That's good. But yeah, moonlighting, I remember watching that as a kid and I really enjoyed it. Of course, probably if I watched it now as an adult, are you going to put the sour cream and all that up?
Not yet.
Oh,
because I got to set this down first.
But yeah, so definitely like that. Carrie said Gremlins is a cool classic movie. Do you have the second Gremlins movie, Heath?
Yeah, but no.
Not as much into it, right?
Right.
At one point, we were actually had Kevin Smith. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Ooh, sorry, y'all. A little bit of heat snuck in the back there. At one point, we had every single one of Kevin Smith's movies downloaded. And we were trying to watch all of them. And I think we got, halfway?
Yeah. Life got in the way.
So, well, some of them are it's just like a bit much.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie said The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either. Can you believe
put that
it?
to the list.
Yeah, I would like to see it because it seems like it'd be right up my alley.
Right?
I don't know why. Honestly, I'll say this: most of the time, if it's a cartoon, I know like nowadays people say anime, but if it's a cartoon, I generally never watch them because I just assume it's a cartoon it's geared towards kids.
So that means you probably really like it then.
You mean you?
Sure. That's what I meant. Yeah.
All right. Jackie said, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Never seen that either.
The original cartoon was my absolute favorite. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Guess what it is I'm not a big fan of actual Christmas movies.
Oh. Should we get the bowl with the egg mixture so you drop them in there as you cut them? What do you want to do?
There. And then just put the shells on the lid.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna do basically a little egg wash, and then next he'll after he cuts them, puts them in the egg wash, and then we'll roll them in the pork panko. Oh, okay.
Tell the way they're all contained. Everything's in there perfect.
I know, but you said that's where you're going to put all the pork panko.
And I will.
Okay. Okay, so let's do this. 2 eggs, just 2 large eggs. We'll mix this up. And then, yes, we're using the Porking Good ranch flavor. And then he's just going to cut them into like bite-sized pieces.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, how small do you really want them though?
Yeah, like
so I was thinking chicken strips, but this will be cool.
Yeah, and then we're going to air fry it all, y'all. Okay, Hoofinit said, Brian dropped off Chase the llama this evening.
Oh, that's for the
living nativity, yes.
So like that? Let me show them. Oh, let me show them. Like that, about size?
Yeah, that's good.
There's the eggs?
Yeah, just toss them in there. In fact, I'll just add.
Yeah. You want me to get it?
I got it. He has participated for several years now.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to be a shepherd. Oh, that's
nice.
So sweet. I'm just going to add some of this ranch seasoning
nice.
To the egg mixture.
That ranch has a little bite to it.
I know, I like it.
Nice.
Okay, and then she said the old barn is beautiful and the filling of the season is priceless.
Nice.
That's so awesome. That's great. You get to even do that. Shauna said, I may have to go to or have a phone conversation with doctor. Pretty sure the vertigo is getting worse.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Shauna. I'm sorry. That sucks. Sarah said, Yoo-hoo has whey and dry milk. It's more than just water.
Right.
Well, probably the actual thing, but what they were showing was if you wanted to make your cheap version, which probably the Hershey syrup probably has like
stuff in it too.
Whey and dry milk in it. I'm not going to look it up, but they said that's all you have to do is do the Hershey syrup and water. But
yeah, but they say a lot of things online though.
Well, the guy tried it and there. He's like, it's one of those TikTok reactions where they're like, "Is it really?" And then he tried it and he was like, "Oh, what? Yes, it is." Okay, and I'm just tossing these as he adds a few. Crafty and Carnivorish said, "Now I'm trying to find Die Hard streaming somewhere." Right. We actually still have it on the computer.
We keep because once I found it, I don't want to delete it and I have to go find it again.
Jennifer said, "My kids insist on Christmas Story every single year."
You shoot your eye out.
I agree. I love. What?
I heard an interview with him.
Yeah.
They made a
it just
redux.
released.
Yeah.
There's a new Christmas
Updated
Story.
version. Modern.
It's him as a dad, y'all.
Yeah.
Ralphie as a dad. So I definitely want to see that.
Yes.
But I loved watching the Christmas Story growing up. Jodelle said, "Thank you for showing me the gun. Thank you so much." Oh, you're welcome. Anytime you have questions, let us know. Shauna said, "Oh, my grandma used to make cookies from a gun like that." Yes.
Ah, okay.
So I actually used to have one. I think it was actually by what's that one that you could get like pizzaware and stuff?
I don't know.
Somebody knows. But
Pampered Chef?
Yes, a Pampered Chef one that was for cookies, and you can change the end for like if you wanted like a Christmas tree,
almost like the way they do for cake decorating.
Yeah, and it would have the different ones, and you would squeeze out and make the cookies in all the different shapes.
Because y'all, you know how I make the Ketochow barbecue sauce? Well, that started off. I used to make my own Sweet Baby Ray's copycat version. I give it to everybody every year, and then I made I've always made the pork and poultry rub, and I just fixed it to where it's keto compliant now.
Yeah. So
like I said, I've been cooking and making my own recipes for years.
Right. Hoofinit said all this twisting, right? Right. Harry said pew 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 as Heath is shooting with the jerky gun.
Right.
That's right. 22Q Cat said, "I finally made the ever popular Ketochow pumpkin sausage soup."
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Didn't make your over-the-top version yet. I'm happy to finally be part of the cool pumpkin soup club. Yummy.
We've made the standard version before.
Yeah.
I just wanted to try something different. I'm in several different Facebook groups for cooking, and one of them was a barbecue site, and they were doing it. I was like, well, that sounds fun. Let me try that.
Right.
So we're done with the cutting board now? I'm just because it's all that dirty chicken. I want to put it in the sink.
Yeah.
And then I can lose these gloves, right?
Well, you might need the gloves for when you do into each of the pork panko.
Yeah, the only problem with that, remember, we've done it before, it starts gumming up around the spoon, around my fingers and stuff.
Yeah.
But remember, we used to have that miniature, the little small purple tongs.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
Y'all, for some reason, some of our utensils just grow legs and walk away.
But I'm so glad you tried it because that pumpkin sausage soup is like amazing. Carrie said, if the person on keto has a horse, they can name it mayonnaise. That's right. Shauna said, I do like the Porky Good Ranch. I can't remember the ingredients. Cleaner than most. Not as clean as making it yourself. Yeah, I'm thinking there's maybe a little bit of oil or something in there. I can't remember exactly. I know the bacon one has a little bit of oil in it.
We ordered the whole box, the whole
kit.
We
got last year the ultimate Porky Good box, and it had like one of everything.
Well, you're gonna have to do this part, so I don't get this.
Oh yeah, Jerry's here. Hey Jerry and
brother.
Patty, how you doing?
Do you want to just use this one? Or are you gonna eyeball it?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna eyeball it. That'll be good to get you started. Yeah. Oh, do you need the air fryer though to put them in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go get it?
Sure.
Well, because we should have had it out already.
Shauna said, I wonder if I put one of my seasick patches, if that would help. Oh, that might.
For what?
It's worth a try for her vertigo.
Oh, try it. I mean, worst it's going to do is make you wear it. I mean, it ain't going to hurt you. I would do it. She's almost ready. And I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I got some of that pink butcher paper, and we lined the counter with it. That way, when we put this air fryer stuff down, it won't get all mucking up the... So
there's the air fryer.
So that's not the air fryer, it's the basket for the air fryer.
Oh, yeah. That's the There we go.
What I was going to do is go in here right now.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple of these little clumps.
Yeah, that's fine.
Break them up.
But yeah, I would definitely try it, Carrie. Shauna, why not?
And y'all, when I thought of this recipe, honestly, I was going to cook them on my kebab it and cut them into strips. And I told her I just wanted to put ranch dressing on it. But she's all, yeah, but we have this ranch flavored panko. Why not fry them? Make like chicken nuggets or chicken bites. I was like, okay, that's different. That sounds good.
Look, the ingredients on this is like teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm made for 20-year-olds to read. Okay, let's see, because I don't even know if this is even that clean. So pork rinds, cooked in pork fat, non-fat dry milk, buttermilk, salt, tomato powder, onion, garlic, autolyzed yeast, whey, citric acid, and parsley flakes.
That's clean.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
And it says right here, coat it.
Coat it, cook it, enjoy it.
So you just want me to do it here?
Yeah.
Just finger it, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do just a couple of handfuls at a time.
Yeah. Oh, and then Shauna just did the Porking Good Ranch. Now, is that the actual seasoning, Shauna, or is that the pork rinds? Because I think there's a difference. So maybe I'm wrong.
Well, after I put these in and lose the gloves, I'll go grab that one and we'll see.
Yeah, that's fine. Carrie said, I haven't done it yet. I found a way to make some cookies that take clean pork rinds and grind them up to make flour instead of keto flours. That's exactly what we do. Oh, okay. So it's the same ingredients as the flour. Oh, that's good. So, yeah. So it's just got a little bit of dry milk in it. It looks like in the seasoning. So, I mean, if you have issues with milk, right? So it must just be the bacon one that's a little...
I think it has maltodextrin in that one.
No, I think it's an oil, because it's for the smoke flavor, they put some kind of oil in it. But yeah. Matreya said 2 more canopy walls to sew, and I'll finally be done with the sewing part. Woohoo! That's awesome.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
Jackie said, if we don't use 5-spice, do we need to substitute another seasoning or more or something? Wasn't sure if it messed with the consistency. Now, I'm going to tell you, if it's not a baked good, you don't have to be exact with it. Usually it's baking is the only thing you have to be like to the gram on. But when it comes to like seasonings and stuff, nah, it'll be fine. It'd still have the same consistency. Now, if you wanted to substitute, say if you don't have the 5-spice, which, I mean, you can get it, y'all. If you don't have it, then just you could use like cayenne or any of your whatever spice mix that you would want. If you wanted to add a little bit of kick to something, I would say a little bit of cayenne or maybe even a little bit of chipotle. That would definitely kick it up a notch. Shauna said, so does he die when he lands at the bottom in the movie? No. No spoilers. Hans Gruber would never die after falling from 100 floors of a building, right?
Yeah, on one of our road trips, y'all, we actually went to Nakatomi Plaza. We actually got to go drive by and see the actual location where it was filmed.
When we were in LA, we were like specifically looked for that. We were like, oh my gosh, that's it.
We're that people.
Jackie said, yes, he will be on the cruise.
Nice.
That's awesome. Jennifer says, does anyone want a calm or a cabin mate for the low carb cruise? There you go. Oh, Jennifer, that'll be so awesome.
Who said it?
She's looking for a cabin mate.
Oh, wow.
Matreya said, if you watch it during the holiday season and enjoy it, and it makes you happy, it reminds you of Christmas, then it's a Christmas movie.
They actually celebrate Christmas during the movie. That makes it a Christmas movie. By proxy.
Oh, goodness. The arguments he gets on social media every year. Carrie said, HungryHeath, there is a second Gremlins movie. Oh,
yes, I know. I'm not impressed with it.
Yeah.
Some things should not be duplicated.
Right. Shauna said, Mom and I used to watch Home for the Holidays with Holly Hunter and Robert Downey Jr., a good old dysfunctional family to warm the heart. Right? That sounds good. I'll have to look that up.
If you like that, you need to check out The Ref.
Oh, my gosh.
Starring Dennis Leary.
Talk about a dysfunctional family. Comment if you've seen The Ref. I mean, it is still, even though we've seen it like every year for the past 10 years that I've been with him, we still... Every year, I still freaking laugh at some of that stuff. And I'm like, oh, my gosh.
For some of y'all that don't know, Dennis Leary literally is my favorite comedian, too. So
Sherry's here. Hey, Sherry. She said, better late than ever. What are we making? We are making a chicken bacon ranch tacos. So right now, what Heath is doing, we're using this Porking Good ranch pork rinds. And he's coating the chicken in it, little chicken nuggets, basically. He just diced up the
that's all chicken. It would have been easier with chicken strips.
Well, I know, but this will be fine. And
wait, why don't I put some in here and then you pour some of that on top of it?
Oh, okay, yeah. And we made some homemade ranch, so the recipe's down below. Oh, and then
snotty.
And then we got just our regular bacon. And then for the taco, we're going to use egg life wraps. But you can use any taco shell you want. Like Matreya did cheese shells earlier. And that would definitely work. Okay. Tamara says, hey, Tamara, welcome. Hey. So what are the macros for your ranch dressing? We don't put in like macros because I feel like it depends on what you use. Like I use Daisy sour cream, but if you use a different brand, that can change the macros. And then I
don't track anything. So
yeah, I track everything. So I just go into Chronometer and I do create a recipe. I scan the Daisy and I put in 8 tablespoons or a half cup, depending on what it's asking. Actually, in Chronometer, it says ounces. So I put 4 ounces. And then for my mayo, again, I homemade the mayo. So it's going to depend on the oil that you use. I do 1 egg and so forth, and then however many servings and so forth. So you would just plug that in. Or if you're going to use like Primal Kitchen's mayo or Chosen Foods mayo or whatever mayo you want. Again, it's just a half cup and you just plug that in. And then for the seasonings, I always add a carb for the seasoning mixes because, seasonings are going to have a minimum amount of carbs. So I would just add a carb for seasoning. And then you make that up and so that makes a whole cup. And then I did probably close to 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, and that's going to be optional. So if you like the consistency with the sour cream and mayo alone, which is really thick, then you don't have to add the heavy cream. If you want to add heavy cream, then you'll add that again to your recipe to then calculate your macros. And then from there, so you have a little over a cup, and then it just depends on how much you're going to use.
Did you use is that your harissa mayo or is this another batch?
No, this is just regular mayo. Yeah. But that's a great question. But that's why I feel like a lot of things, it just depends on, there's so many different brands and you could look at different
variables.
Yeah, and you could look at all the different brands. So believe me, I track everything, and I use the Chronometer create a recipe part all the time because I'm plugging in everything, and I'll be like, okay, so 4 ounces of Daisy, okay, a half cup of mayo, and I plugged in my original homemade mayo, and then I use that, and then I'll put in like 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, and then I figure, okay, that makes, a cup. We'll just see how much we use tonight, and then figure from there on how many servings it is. But it's going to be a nice fatty one. And then there we go. Jackie said, what mayo did you use? Homemade or store-bought? So I always, I can't say always. Lately, I've been just doing my homemade mayo, which we have a video on how to make it. It's just so easy. It takes me less than 5 minutes to make that whole container that I had full of mayo. And it's really the most expensive part of making the mayo is the avocado oil. But out of a 1 liter avocado oil, I probably get 4 of those containers of mayo. So it ends up being a lot cheaper because, especially that Primal Kitchen can be really expensive. It could add up, especially when, if you use a lot of mayo, like I do. What?
We're going to use the whole tub?
Well, I mean, we might. I go through a lot of mayo in a week. So it's more beneficial for me to just home make my mayo all the time. And then plus, if I run out like in the middle, well, it only takes a couple minutes to make it up again. Carrie said the 5 spice would be the ones raised in the roof then. That's right, they are.
You know what might end up being a 2-batcher.
I'm thinking, looking at everything. That's fine.
I'm wondering too, though.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, we just clump these up and make like hush puppies with it, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I wonder if that would work.
Oh yeah, I think we've done something like that. Jerry said Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Bruce Willis was the only acting talent. Joel Silver, the producer, and John McTierney, director, stated it was a Christmas movie, and they should know as they were in charge, right?
Well, what was his name in Matlock? He was his detective guy. He was in there. He played the villain. He was one of the villains.
Yes.
He was Conrad. Was his character's name in Matlock.
In Matlock. Yeah, and he recently passed away.
Yeah. I always thought I've actually enjoyed everything he's ever been in. I think he's a really good actor, or was.
Well, yeah, and I thought also, of course, my favorite was Alan Rickman.
Yes.
I
Hans
thought,
Gruber.
Oh my gosh, Hans, yeah, real life Hans, everything he's been in, I just love Alan Rickman.
And
he's
then the
just
cop.
Amazing.
Oh
yeah, wasn't he on like a TV show?
He was a dad in one of the TV shows,
like Family Matters or something.
I think it was him. Yeah.
Wow, we're really making me use my memory tonight. That's not nice. Sherry said
we are the TV generation,
right? She said Moonlighting was a good show. Yes. Oh look, Slaying It is here. She goes, I'm here. Sorry. Happy Friday, y'all. Had to buy some groceries for my Sunday plan. What's your Sunday plan?
Somebody's late.
Maitreya said, but yes, he does die falling just as he was attempting to shoot John McCain, the hero. Yes, folks, spoilers. It's an old movie enough. It's old enough movie, right? I'm just like the
Did you show them the Christmas present you got me?
Which one?
Last year.
Oh no, you'll have to get it in a bit.
Is it right here, or is it in the
It's
tree?
on the little Christmas tree.
I will get it a little bit and show them.
Shauna said, when I was a nanny in Southern California, I would see Sybil Shepherd dropping her kids off in the carpool line. Wow. That kind of surprises me. Did you ever meet her? Like, I just wonder if she's friendly. Jerry said Bruce Willis is suffering from aphasia. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. So this is full when you go put it in.
Yeah.
But do we put these in the pork rinds now or
Yeah,
wait?
we can.
All right, now just do another batch.
All right.
Can you just put the spoon, lay it on top of those eggs right now? See it? That'll be a good spot for it. Can you reach it though? It's on the other side of the monitor.
Oh gosh, no.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to grab it with my hands. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Matreya says, I love Kevin Smith movies. I knew you would, because you're awesome. I do like his movies.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, we've seen him at a comedy show a couple times, right?
Right.
Do you need more pork?
Just a touch.
That'll be no touch.
Well, because if I'm going to do this, I'm going to need to lose my gloves.
Well, just might as well add the rest of the chicken in here.
Okay.
Just, I mean,
I'll
just layer it.
Dust it in there. Dust it on top of that one.
Well, because of all the egg.
Oh, all right then.
Well, we'll layer it. How about that?
All right, you're going to do it with a spoon then?
Yeah, I can.
Because I want to get this cooking.
Yeah, I want to too.
That bacon is yelling at me. Ah, look at that. It tore.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, here, do me a favor. Take the lid off the trash can. I can just do this.
All right, y'all. We're almost done here.
It's just shredded.
That's pretty funny.
And these are the high dollar Costco ones, too.
High dollar? Okay.
I'm going to wash my hands real quick.
Yeah. All right. And then you want to try making a couple hush puppies?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Where was I at?
The room? Will they fit?
Well, on the second one.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. And then Matreya said, "Oh, my nerd heart. Animated cartoons are two genres." Okay. Well, see, you need to educate me, Matreya, because I honestly don't know the difference.
We need a coffee talk on it.
Right. Yes, you should do a talk on what the difference are between anime and cartoons, because I honestly...
Probably about 30, 40 years.
I honestly don't know the difference because...
Because you're a boomer.
Don't be classist. But no, I don't know the difference. I know when we have visited his cousin, that's the tattoo artist, that he'll be like, oh, look, because he's a tattoo artist. Like, he loves art and he loves watching anime because he's like, oh, look at the art, the graphics on that is just incredible.
He is a true artist, y'all, because I mean, I remember he's only like a year or two younger than me, and we grew up together, but I remember he was always doodling or drawing something anytime he had a chance. Like, we'd be sitting at the restaurant with my grandparents or whatever, right? They'd love to go out to eat right after church. He would bring his little sketchbook with him, and he'd sit there and draw at the restaurant. Well, he did it in church too, but
he's the one who designed our logo with the tomahawk, and he also
He didn't design it. I designed it. Because what it was, y'all, what happened was I was holding a tomahawk and I had her take a picture of me.
Yeah.
We thought it was cool, and I sent it to him and said, "Hey, man, do a caricature for me."
Yeah, but still. And then he also did our hot sauce logo.
Yes.
Our MCT. All right. Shauna said, for me, it's either serial killer documentaries or Hallmark. I'm either slaying or slaying.
Who said that?
Shauna.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's amazing.
I found a new show we're fixing to start watching. They have 2 seasons out. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's on HBO Max. It's called The Vow. VOW.
Oh.
It's about a cult. A real life cult.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Those are always kind of scary.
I know. That's why I want to watch it.
But we're halfway through the first season of Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, that's right. We're going to finish that first.
Yes. We have like 4 episodes left. So
let's go get some stuff to do this weekend.
I'm excited about that.
We're going to probably finish it this weekend.
Probably. I remember seeing the movie way back when, and I do like Anne Rice. I have read some of her
literature.
Well, I was gonna say her ones that put 50 Shades to like 50 Shades looks like a G book. And so I'm like, oh goodness, like Anne Rice, I would have loved to have met her. I think she's a very interesting person.
Oh.
Let's see. Carrie said the eggs will tell jokes with Shelly to crack them up. And that's what they did. I heard them tell me a joke, Carrie. I just couldn't repeat it because it's not safe for YouTube.
What I normally like to do when we make tacos, I don't know if y'all have seen me do it before on camera before. I don't remember. But when I heat up the tortilla, then I'll take a pastry knife, dip it into the sour cream, and spread a layer on there. Most folks put a little spoonful or whatever on the taco after it's built. I like to do the sour cream first. That way I can make sure I get enough sour cream in every bite. I'm going to do the same thing tonight with that ranch. And then, to make sure we get enough cheese on everything, we're going to use sliced cheese. I learned that trick when I used to work at Whataburger. When the folks would order tacos, that's the way we'd do it. The same cheese we'd use for the burgers, they'd be like, well, we already have it. Let's just throw this on the taco. Well, that's why I started doing it too.
Carrie said, if you make them into chicken strips, then the chicken will need some clothes.
Right.
They got to make money somehow, Carrie.
Single moms need loving too.
Guess what? Purple loving Nana, Debbie that used to live here, and we never got to meet in person. Now she moved. Well, she just registered for the Low Carb Cruise.
Nice. You're coming to the meetup then before, right?
Yeah, remember that Friday? We're going to have a meetup, y'all. But that is so exciting.
That's awesome.
I'm so happy for you. That's going to be so much fun.
Now I can tell my Nana's going on the cruise with us.
I know. And then we'll finally get to meet in person.
IRL.
Jerry said chicken strips. That's a poor vacation choice for poultry. Chickens need to get a real job. Hey, don't be shaming. Shauna said the eggs. Mama, is that you?
That's a hoot.
Y'all are on a roll tonight. I tell you what. Crafty and Carnivore said, got you guys playing on my TV. I need to edit my Vlogmas. Oh, we need
nice.
to watch that. I'm sorry. We have not been watching that. We'll have to go tune in. Slaying It said, woo, I do have some pumpkin keto chow. Woohoo! Bought all the goods to make the soup. Yay, Renee. Nice. That's going to be so good. I can't wait to see how yours turns out because I know you are going to make it like so spicy. I just can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Dawn does keto is here. Dawn. Hey, Dawn, how you doing?
Is Mike here too?
Hey, Mike. She's probably in the car, though.
Right.
Shauna said, last night I laid down to go to bed and felt like I was on a boat. Oh, goodness. That's not good.
I went to bed last night, too.
Did you feel like you were on a boat?
No.
That's the one thing with cruising is after you've been on for a week, when you get off, you still feel that like sway.
And y'all, we've been on so many cruises. I've actually lost count of how many actual, but it seems like it doesn't matter. It still takes me forever to learn the ship. And about the time I finally figured it out, then it's time to get off.
I know. Shawnee said, I've been trying. Is that good or no? I was taking the tablets. Maitreya was asking her about electrolytes. Don says, I thought that A Christmas Story Christmas was well done. Oh, is that the new one or the old one, Don? Maitreya said, I still want one of those kebab devices. Well, come on down here and
we
you can have
one,
ours.
Actually. I inherited it from my grandmother.
We have
used
one
it
from
once.
the 70s if you want it. Carrie said, that would be cool to see the updated version of Christmas Story. The house they did the movie is a museum, and we've been there.
Yeah, we went and saw that too. Yeah.
We went to the Christmas Story Museum because that's in Ohio, I believe, yes. Right? In outside of, is it Columbus or Cincinnati? I think it's Cincinnati. But we went to the Christmas Story house, and y'all, not only can you go through the house, right, and you can get your picture and do like all the different things.
You can stand with the lamp.
Right. But they have a full, across the street from the house is a full gift shop, and you can buy the bunny costumes. And you can buy anything, right? Everything is available. But I really wanted one of those bunny costumes, but they were $120.
Speaking of, we bought this while we were there. Can you make it out? It's a shot glass. I know the glare, the ring and everything on it.
Yeah. Isn't that hilarious, y'all?
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
Yeah.
But it's a shot glass. We have it displayed on our wall of flame. Here's a little decal on the back. Isn't that awesome?
But yes, that was very fun. So I would definitely say if you're ever up there, it's a fun place to go and do the little tour of it. It was a great tour. It's fun and everything is exactly like it was. And again, you could do your pictures so you could hide under like the kitchen table and all the different things. It was a blast. Slaying It said, thanks, Jackie. I have Ketochow all over my house, so I don't know what all I have. Oh no. Sure, that's fine. Linda's here. Hey, Linda.
Howdy.
She goes, I haven't seen one of your videos in a while. You guys have lost weight. Congratulations.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Wow, thanks, Linda.
I'm just going to set this on top because I want to put the tray right here.
Oh, okay, sure. That's awesome. Thank you, Linda. Rocky Mountain Girl said, I used to have a cookie gun back when my kids were little. Aw, that's sweet. And those cookie guns are so convenient, right? Like if you're trying to make a few dozen cookies, like it's really easy to do. Jennifer said, I have a battery operated cookie shooter.
To peel those for me, please.
Oh, okay. Let's see. My kids love decorating the cookies. I need to develop a keto recipe for it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That would be awesome. Let's see here. Oops. It's jumping a little bit. Ooh, those are good.
I think they're done. Oh,
yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying to get them on camera.
Wow, those look really good. So are you going to take them out and put them in a bowl or something?
That's what I was thinking. Or
put them in with the bacon. Just move the bacon to the side.
That's an idea.
And then put them, yeah.
No, here.
Okay.
I was going to say let me do that real quick.
Yeah. And then keep them warm.
Yeah, and then we put them back in the oven to hold them warm.
Look, that one's got a little hole, y'all.
Aw. Well, that's where the cheese holds up on it.
Right?
Okay, so I'm just going to start putting these. Well, wait, you know what we ought to do, though?
Huh. Test them?
Grab one and try it. Two.
Yeah, with the ranch.
Well, that too. But I was going to say do the temperature test on the two.
Oh, yeah.
Since it's chicken.
Yeah, that's right.
Just take that and stab it. Or you already ate it?
Oh, oops.
I don't want you getting sick.
Let's see.
Yeah, take that big one like that.
Oh, yeah, they're done.
Okay.
Yeah, that big one's real done.
Now, that was 400 for about 10 minutes.
400 for 10 minutes, y'all.
In the air fryer.
Look how good these turned out. Like some of them, ooh, that was a little hot. Look how crispy that looks.
Well, here, do me a favor. Well, let's say start divvying those up. I'm gonna start the tortillas.
Well, can you
hold on?
Okay.
I'm gonna drop one of these and then.
Shauna said, "Kebab gun. Does it shoot the skewer in the meat, or is that different?" I don't think there was a kebab gun. I don't know. Carrie said the peoples will get in the way of the pan when you eyeball things. Probably. Shauna said, pork and good ranch. Oh, this is where she listed the ingredients, y'all. So you see the seasoning itself.
So we could do it.
It's pretty clean other than, it's up to you if you want the salt or whatever, right?
What I was going to ask is you go ahead and start doctoring those up. I go tend to the...
I'm just going to start.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, I said you taste it with the ranch, but oh well.
I did.
Okay, so I'm just stirring these up, y'all.
You're not going to use the gloves?
Yeah, I don't need the gloves.
I'm just going to go slide these back in the oven.
Wow.
And I was trying to show y'all without dumping it. That's what they look like. That worked out really good.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A ain't got nothing on that.
Right? Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. That was probably came across really loud. But I'm saying this better than Chick-fil-A. All right.
This is how serious I am about tacos. I have my own little tortilla holder. And I have another giant one in the pantry made out of styrofoam. That's for my party trays.
Oh, yeah? All right. I'm just stirring these up and then dropping them in here. And I think I saw it. I don't know if I missed it or somebody asked what kind of air fryer we have. And we actually use the Cuisinart.
If you go to my Google Docs,
I
have a link we can give them.
Oh, okay.
The exact one we have.
Oh, that's awesome. But I'll post that in a few minutes, y'all. But
well, I'll tell you in a minute.
It's the Cuisinart or Cuisinart. I call it like the obviously it's bigger because it's got this nice tray in it. It kind of looks like it is like a convection oven.
It does both.
Yeah, because it'll do that. It'll bake. It'll cook. Because whenever we had to stay at a hotel for several months,
there was no ovens. We took that with us.
Yeah, so we took that to bake everything. Okay.
And I make my breakfast in it every morning.
Yeah, we use it constantly.
Almost every day.
Yeah, we really do.
In fact, she actually took the tray out earlier and the grid and everything and cooked it. And that's why we have this metal, I have a stack of these pie pans, and I just cooked my lunch in that and threw it in there.
Okay. And then here's our
hash brown.
Or no, it's a hush puppy.
Hush puppy, that's one. Yeah.
Oh, that one fell apart. Oh well, this one. I was gonna sprinkle it so we know which one's the hush puppy. So,
okay.
So I'm not putting a hush puppy on my thingamajig, right, y'all?
You want a hush puppy on your taco?
No, not really. All right. Reichwin says, Heath, put your panko crumbs into a storage bag, then put the chicken and shake it up. You don't get the panko all over your fingers.
That's what we were talking about, because it kind of reminded me like shake and bake.
Mm-hmm.
But I was afraid we'd lose too much of it to the baggie. And I like doing this way. I like playing with my food.
Mm-hmm. But thank you, Reichwin. That is definitely what I would suggest for easier cleanup, too. Oh, here's the question. Linda asked, what type of air fryer? Okay, let me find it real quick, Linda.
It's that the Google Docs and then the rest of the one marked recipes.
Recipe links?
I think so. No. Maybe it's my miscellaneous. The one that says miscellaneous.
Okay.
I have this a notepad, basically one. And you scroll down, and then it's Ooh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just choking on the pork rinds.
Okay, let's see. Miscellaneous. Austin style Migas?
Well, there's Control F. Look for the Cuisinart. Just type that in.
Oh, here it is. Convection oven.
That should be an actual link to the Amazon. Okay. Amazon link.
Here, I'm going to put it in the chat for you. Might take a moment. There you go, Linda. So that is to the Cuisinart that we use.
And if y'all watch my Ketogenic Families channel, she has like the big brother to this one.
Yes, I love hers. Like it's
a little fancier.
Huge. Yes. Rocky Mountain Girl said, I like the bag idea, like shake and bake. Right. What?
I've been outvoted, obviously.
I was like, that's what we should do, because we actually had a extra baggie that something else we used, it was gone. And I was like, well, now we have this extra bag. I said, why don't we just, put the chicken and shake it up in there? And he's like, nah. Where'd you go, Heath?
To find that ornament.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how you hung it.
I hung it on the tree.
I see that now.
Let's see here. Mary's here. Hey, Mary. She said, respect the classics, right? Oh, and it lights up too. If you can light it up there in the back. And kind of see. Isn't that hilarious, you guys?
It's him climbing through the AC duct.
Yes.
See, it's a little box. I think that's awesome.
Almost every year I get Heath some kind of like ornament. Jennifer said, after my husband passed away, I found out he kept my gremlin emblem for my first car. I never knew he had it. Oh, how special. That's very thoughtful. Oh, like little ways to remember him, right? Carrie said, I know Dennis Leary had the show Rescue Me.
Yes.
I don't watch much TV. Back when I was in South Carolina, I watched it now and then.
That was, I used to love that show too.
Oh, Rescue Me? I don't think I ever saw that.
Oh, we got to put that on the list then.
Oh, someone said, what is the Texas Five Spice? Well, thank you for asking. Yeah,
Somebody's
we have new
new
people here. So we do make a lot of our spices. So when you're done with this video on the HungryHeath YouTube, go over there on the community tab. And on the community tab, the first one will come up is all of our different spices that we make and how you can get you some spices if you choose to. But
we don't have a recipe video for that for a reason.
Yeah, because we're trying to copyright the Texas Five Spice. But what it is, it's 5 spices. So we're Texas, right? And here is my thinking when I came up with this blend is I was like, you hear a Chinese 5 spice, right? Everybody knows about the Chinese 5 spice. Oh, it's so great. Use it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, but you know, Texas is as big as China, right? In my mind, of course.
And there's a China, Texas.
Right. And so I was like, so why doesn't Texas have a 5 spice? So I developed it. So what it is habaneros, serranos, jalapenos, and chipotle, right? Wait, cayenne. I'm sorry, cayenne. And then the 5th spice is Redmond's real salt. So we always use Redmond's. Any of our spice mixes that have salt in it, it's always Redmond's real salt. So that's the 5 spices, and that's it. We put it together. I would say on a spice scale, I would, on a 1 to 10, I would probably rank it as, personally, I would say a 7. But I love spicy things. Like if I'm not crying, like to me, a 10 is myself actually crying. Now Heath would probably, it'd probably be more like an 8 for you. And Shauna just could not, like Shauna is spice adverse. So like she just is not going to have it. Okay?
Now we also make for some of our chili heads, they requested an angry version, hotter.
Yes.
So we keep this around to mix in with it. And that's what we keep it labeled as.
That's the cayenne for angry. So we get an extra angry, but the cayenne is the only one that we actually get a powder form from our Central Market. But the serranos, the habaneros, and the jalapenos, we actually do that ourselves. We get those fresh peppers and we dry them ourselves. We grind them ourselves, and then we mix everything together.
I actually got another batch of peppers today while I was at the store.
Yes.
Well, I make a blend usually once a week.
Yeah. So it's a great spicy mix, but in my opinion, it's not so spicy that you can't enjoy your food. It's like a good accompaniment to anything. So like if you want ranch, but you want ranch with a little better flavor, my opinion. But thanks for asking. That's a great question. Don Does Keto said it's a blend of spices that Shelly and Heath have created, and they sell it. It's delicious. Thank you, Don. What?
That the ranch, I can't find it.
Oh, maybe we already did use it. I wouldn't be surprised. Just Jason's Keto
Hey,
is here.
bro.
Hey, Jason, how you doing? Welcome back.
Oh, whoops.
Uh-oh. Did you burn my taco?
No, I burnt mine.
Slaying It said, I wonder if I should do the Ketochow sausage soup in the crock pot after cooking the meat or just a big pot on the stove.
Yes.
I would see no reason with doing it in the crock pot. That'd be great. Oh, yeah. Look, Ryquin said, yeah, that's how she does hers and just dump, stir, walk away until it's done. There you go. Oh, hi, Delilah. I was like, I felt something like touching my foot. I was like, good, it's the dog. So, if you're new here, we do have 2 dogs, 2 lab retriever mix. And so Delilah's right here. She's my baby that's
Found it.
there you go.
It was
Almost
buried
12.
behind the Tonys.
Almost 12. My little girl is getting older. So she's over here because she knows Dad always drops something.
Oh, because Mommy makes him.
Joy TQ Cat said, Shelly, don't know exactly how you make your mayo, but I just tried adding an extra egg yolk to mine. Big differ. It comes out thicker and creamier, more like the store-bought version. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to try that. And what a way to add a little more fat to it. As in my video, I just followed 2 crazies, 2 crazy ketos. They did like an original homemade mayo a couple years ago, but I don't even use the recipe anymore, you guys, because it's just so easy. I did a video on it, us doing our spice version, but you just drop 1 whole egg, you add a splash of lime juice or lemon juice, a splash of apple cider vinegar, a smidget of mustard, some salt, whatever seasoning you want, harissa, whatever you want seasoning wise, or you can leave out the seasoning if you just want it plain. Then I fill it with avocado oil, and then I just do the immersion blender like that. I mean, seriously, under 5 minutes to get it done. And it's so customizable because you can add whatever seasoning you want to it. But I want to try it with the extra yolk. So thank you for that. Carrie said the black guy in Die Hard that was the computer programmer played in Texas Rangers Chuck Norris side. Oh, that's
yes,
right.
He was in that too.
In Texas
that's
Ranger.
Right. Thank you.
Right.
That was I don't remember his last name, but it's Conrad.
Yes.
And
Argyle. Oh, Argyle. That's right. Thank you, Jennifer. Matreya said, if you can handle super depressing movies, oh no. In my opinion, the most incredible movie Alan Rickman ever made was Closet Land.
Oh, now I gotta go find that.
Yeah, but super depressing, huh? Oh gosh.
Good girl.
So the entire movie only has 2 actors, Alan Rickman and Madeline Stowe.
Oh wow.
Oh goodness. Okay, we'll have to look that up. Sharon said, the difference, I need subtitles for one of them. There's between what? I missed it. But, oh, goodness. Blue Dove said, Nightmare Before Christmas is stop motion animation. Okay. I believe you. I don't know exactly what that means, though.
It's where they take the little figures and they do pictures and then they pose them and then the whole thing. It's a time-taking. It takes a lot of time for them to do it.
I bet they're glad they're CGI now, right?
All right.
Jackie said Scooby-Doo is a cartoon. Pokemon is an anime. That's what I go with anyways. Okay. When I look at both of those, I still don't get the difference. Do you? Like when I see Pokemon and Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Okay. I obviously don't
watch
enough.
Cartoons are like what we grew up with. Animes is almost like the new version. If that help you?
Yeah. Okay. I think I heard the chicken's done.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'll let it cool off for a second.
Shauna said, I saw Nightmare Before Christmas first time last year. Did you like it? Carrie said, Heath, I found a hot sauce I can use. The Lola Original has red jalapenos, lime juice, garlic, vinegar, and habaneros. Ooh, that sounds good.
I'll be looking for that one then.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Radical Geek said, Nightmare Before Christmas is my favorite. Shelly got me a squishmallow of the mayor. I love it so much. Oh, I'm so happy. That's so great. I mean, I get all the like I see all that stuff, right? Well, it's Sally, right? Sally and Jack
and
what's
Jesse
the dog's,
Raphael.
the dog's name again? Is that Zorro or something? Anyways, I've like heard enough of the movie, and I'm in enough like Halloween groups that go crazy over it. I've just never seen it, so we definitely need to add that to the list. And let's see, there's Violent Night. I've heard that's supposed to be really good. And there was another one I told you to download, remember? And it wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
What
That's
was
when I
it?
was telling you we're going to go to the movies and see it. I
What?
don't remember the name of it, though.
Okay. Shauna said, I have watched all of Wednesday so far in the first few episodes of Willow. Now, I've heard Willow is really good.
We haven't seen any of that yet.
No, we haven't seen any of those, and I definitely want to see Wednesday. I've heard mixed reviews about it on Wednesday. You know, everybody has their opinion, but I still want to watch it because I think it'd still be good. Jerry said, I went to charismatic Protestant church growing up, which was very cult-like. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. Not all churches are, but ours was. Oh, goodness. Charismatic Protestant. What is
the snake handling and stuff too?
Yeah, is that who handles snakes? Like, I guess I don't know what that entails. Like, what makes that different than a regular Protestant? I grew up Southern Baptist.
That's hellfire and brimstone.
Yeah, it was quite that. That's why we never celebrate Halloween growing up. Because, like, no, you never did that. And, yeah, there was a lot of rules. Like, I could never wear pants or shorts. Even to go swimming, you could not wear a regular swimsuit. I had to wear, like, culottes and a shirt. I just remember there was a lot of stuff. So it was very, very restrictive.
My stepbrother's grandfather, well, that's a big leap there, was a Southern Baptist preacher.
Oh, I think I could have nailed that, though, if I wanted to do that. I definitely, well, I don't even know if they allow women to be.
Nope.
Not in the Southern Baptist, I don't believe. I mean, at least they didn't used to.
Not in the Bible I read.
Who knows? Who knows nowadays, right? 22Q Cat said, yes, love all the Anne Rice books, right? And I actually watched on YouTube because at work I just play YouTube all day. That's how I get caught up on everybody's YouTube stuff. I just go through and start playing them all day.
She doesn't have to be on the phones anymore.
Right. I like to have background noise while I'm working. And so I watched this whole thing about Anne Rice, and I was like, wow, she lived a very interesting life. And I never even...
She's a little darker.
Yeah.
Well, I did at the same time.
Well, what happens, the air fryer, the more it's heated up, longer and longer. Like we did the bacon first and then it gets hotter. That's the only thing I would say about the air fryer is even though you might set it for a temperature, that doesn't mean like it runs hot after a while.
I'll do it while you're getting comments.
But
yes, I was going to clear that and put it away.
Anne Rice was very interesting, and I would love to now go back to New Orleans again and see all of her different houses and stuff. And she was a very like I guess opinionated because somehow there was like this whole riff in New Orleans. It used to be like you were like there were certain people, right? And you didn't infringe on certain groups of people. And she was just like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And then there apparently was this whole rift between her and this other gentleman. And, But anyways, there was this whole rift, right? And instead of like confronting him, she just took out a full page article in the newspaper basically talking smack. I was like, that is my girl. Like I love petty stuff like that.
It's like a rap diss track.
Right. And I was like, that's so awesome. And then of course they went to court and everything. It was this huge scandal, but I loved it. Tamara said, do you make your own Texas 5 spice?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. And it really is good. Slane it said, I need to watch Wednesday. Yes. Blue Dove said, I saw Jack and Sally big enough to be body pillows. Oh, girl.
Let me ask you a question. We watch Wednesday. Can we only watch it on Wednesday?
No, Wednesday is a lifestyle. I was tempted, but then there would be no room for Tim. Well, you know what?
Sacrifices have to be made.
That's right. Jen said, back, had to finish fixing my cry cut mess of Vlogmas. Oh, no. Now ear hustling while I get my quick 15-minute yoga in. Yay! Oh, do you know which one? Oh, yeah, there's the hush puppy. And there might be one more. I don't know. And then I don't know if the little ones are little pieces of chicken. Gotta close those apple rings and keep up the streak for holiday streakers. Way to go, Jen. That is so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Carrie said, I put some more fish into my diet and it's tuna. The company is Safe Catch. They have the lowest amount of mercury. Oh, that is so great, Carrie. That's good. And it's good to add, healthy fish to your diet. Jackie said, just got some peppermint sweet drops. I was looking at that. Think it would be good in Good D's hot chocolate. I mean, I don't know why not. But I was seriously looking at, look at this little hush puppy, y'all. Here, show them when you come back, you can show them a close-up of the hush puppy. It's just egg and pork rinds. But I was seriously looking at that because I was like, ooh, that might be good to like add to a cookie or something. But I would definitely try it in that hot chocolate and let us know. Slane it said, probably going to add some of my Cooper's Inferno instead of the Texas or Angry 5 spice.
Okay.
Ooh, that'd be good.
We have to make these again.
Uh-huh.
But it reminds me of the ones we used to buy, the pre-made ones with the jalapenos in it.
Oh, yeah.
We can make that, though.
Right? So, if you're new here, so you hear these Cooper's Inferno, Angry. So what we've done, like our Texas 5 spice is the base, right?
Legendary.
Right. But what we have done is Hoofin' and her husband, Caboodle Bry, they have a farm and they actually brought us their personal peppers. So instead of us going to the store or the market to get peppers, they gave us their peppers. So we made a special batch and we called it the Cooper's Inferno because I feel like farm fresh peppers are always going to be spicier than the store-bought peppers. And so that's why it was called Cooper's Inferno. And then our Angry one is just a special blend that sometimes we make up for those people who really like it hot. Like if you like to enjoy a spiciness where you're crying or you're coughing or you're like, getting that, I need to drink a gallon of milk type deal, then yeah, that's what the Angry is for. I'll put this over here. Okay. Let's see. Shauna said, I'm going to need a tracker. Well, at least I'll have Sarah to keep me from getting lost. And you have us too. We'll be keeping tabs on you. Carrie said, funny stuff, Jerry, but Spam is just left on the shelf. And Carrie said, that shot glass is funny, Heath, isn't it? Shauna said, okay. Are we getting it all together now?
We don't need a knife.
No. Ooh, let's see.
Okay.
Let's build this sucker. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get our tortillas. Oops. All right, I'm having 2 because, again, the Egg Life is basically pure protein. So if you're new here, I am doing a high fat. So I try to keep my fats at about 90%. And so that's why I'm not going to have too many of those. Okay. So, and then we got the pepper jack cheese. So there's that. And then Heath is putting on his, putting on his mayo. So when he's done.
You want to move your hush puppy? I'll set this down right there.
Oh, you want it there or here?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
Do you want this or no?
No, you go ahead.
What? The bacon, I guess?
Yeah, probably. So I'm just going to smear on a little bit to start. Because again, I got to get mostly fat in here. And so Heath likes to smear. I call it a smear because it's like a thin coating. Where I'm more like, I like it. Like, do y'all, when you make a sandwich, right, or a chaffle, and you put your mayo on, are you more of a smear it on where it's a thin, even layer? Or do you like it where it's nice and thick so when you bite into it, it kind of oozes everywhere?
I thought a schmear was actually Yiddish. And it was for a thick coating, and that's what you put on a bagel. You put a thick, like the sour cream or the all that stuff.
You're probably right.
Usually.
So a piece of bacon on each one, and I'm just kind of breaking it up because I want to kind of get some bacon in every bite. All right. Shauna said a few years back, had a friend get prosthetic leg. I made the team a leg layup thank you card. That is hilarious, Shauna.
That's awesome.
Slaying it said, smash that thumbs up like you're smashing Heath's toe. Well, maybe not that hard, slanging it. Carrie said, you have to check the air to see if it's done when using the air fryer. That's true. You know, air can run out.
Do you still need this?
Yeah, I'll need it.
Because I'm just going to use my fingers.
Oh, okay.
Tacos are finger food, so why not?
Well, that's true. JC's here. Hey, JC, how you doing? Howdy. Said, hi, y'all. I love Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. An oldie but a goodie. And I love Die Hard, all of them. Oh, that's awesome. Huh?
I said I messed this one all up, but I didn't know the cheese.
Oh, no. Okay, let's do a couple more, and then I'll let Heath get in when he wants. This chicken's pretty good, y'all. Okay. So you don't need that, right? And then I see you got avocado here. How you doing, JC? Oh, Marie's here. Hey, Marie. She goes, hey, yo. Hey, how are you doing? Don says, it's in Cleveland. That's the other one. Why is it Ohio's got Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Columbus? Like, they just were like landing on the sea. It was like, let's go with all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
That sounds like.
And A Christmas Story, Christmas is the new one. I'm in the car. You are correct. And Mike is at home with the grandbabies. Oh, how sweet. That's so nice. Let's see. Jackie said, I've been wanting to try the Porky Good Payco, but couldn't justify the price. I just made 16 cups of my own for $13. Wow. And now I don't have to make it every time I need it. Oh, that's awesome, Jackie. I mean, I really feel like there are ways you can do it cheaper, right? Okay.
Yeah, because we get the bags of pork rinds from H-E-B.
Yeah. For
less than $2. Like $1.48, I think, what I paid today. And they even, they were doing a special. I actually got, I ended up getting 5 of them. They had one, if I bought a bottle of Tabasco, I got a free bag.
Oh, wow.
The pork rinds.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to try this little hush puppy half here.
That's way good. We need to make another batch of just those.
Mmm. Mmm. That is good. Wow. Marie said, that is an awesome ornament. And Shauna said, who's that? That's John McClane.
Shauna, you need to go watch that movie tonight. Required viewing. That is your homework.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a picture, y'all. Even though I know mine's a little more.
You know what's crazy? We always say we're going to post on Instagram. We never do.
I know. But I probably should take a picture of Heath's here.
Yeah, after I finish building it.
That's good. So I know it might be a little hard to see, y'all. So here's mine, right? With the chicken, the bacon, and the mayo,
and the ranch,
and the cheese, and the not mayo, the ranch, and the egg life.
Hence the title of the show, of the dish.
Reichman said, if you have cooked the meat, you are only trying to meld the ingredients, so about 4 hours on low. Thank you.
What is it now?
On how somebody could do how Renee could do the pumpkin soup in the crock pot. Slane it said, because somebody told y'all to take that recipe down. I wonder who that was. Rocky Mountain Girl said, I'm actually wondering how spicy the 5 spicy is.
Well, when you get her a dime bag.
Right. Yes. I'm sorry. Actually, y'all, if you're new to our channel, I posted our email address. So, excuse me. If you're interested in getting like a sample, we can mail you out a sample. So just email down below with your address and say, I'd like a sample of whichever one you're wanting to sample. And then we can certainly send that out to you and then you could decide. And Jennifer, yes, I know, I'm sorry. I will work on sending out, this has been a crazy week. So I will work on doing that probably for sure on Sunday, because tomorrow we've got things to deal with tomorrow, but hopefully after tomorrow, that's all behind us and we can move forward. But I will be getting that out. But thank you. Jamie said, pretty spicy, but I'm a tenderfoot. Yeah. For Jamie, it's very spicy.
Speaking of.
Oh, goodness. That's our Moist Clown Tears, which is our hot sauce. We're still in the development stages. Like, we've only sent out 2 batches so far. Yeah. So only a select number of people that we know are chili heads got to try it.
And of course, my cousin, the tattoo artist who designed the label for me, he got a bottle for his birthday.
Yes, his birthday was this week, and but he's not a chili head. So you want to tell him what happened?
It hurt him. He's not keto, so he ate his on rice to try to mitigate the pain.
And then about the spaghetti, remember?
Oh yeah, he put it on spaghetti. Yeah.
Not just put it on. He in a whole bowl of spaghetti, he put 3 drops of this sauce in a bowl of spaghetti. And he said he was able to eat the spaghetti. It gave it a really good kick, but he definitely couldn't have done more than 3 drops. So that's really cute. So that's definitely spicy. Shauna said, so I got my own spice. That's right. So Shauna, because she's like, oh, everything's always spicy. So we designed a tender 5 spice. So that's for people who are spiced first, like Shauna or Blue Dove, who don't really want anything spicy, or Jennifer. Then we made the air fried Auntie's tender 5 spice.
It's way good. Can't talk, eat. It's really good. I'm so happy. This is a great idea. Because y'all, I was just going to, we have that little kit I was telling you about earlier. The kebab it. I'll pull it out later and show you. It's an indoor shish kebab machine. I inherited from my grandmother. I was thinking about using that tonight because we had this chicken breast we could cook. And she's like, why don't we just fry it? Okay. That's really good. What's that one taco shop around the corner here? That always do those weird flavors, weird combos. They have ones like Trashy or White, the Trailer Park.
Torchy.
This was just reminds me of.
Yeah, it is kind of like a torchy taco.
Like something you would get there.
Rocky Mountain said, I'm a little better than Shauna. Jalapeno is about as spicy as I could do. Then you might want the air fried Auntie's tender. So that one, the spiciest pepper is a jalapeno in it. But you can, again, do the email at the bottom here and just tell us, and I'll mail you out a little sample. Maitreya said the angry is so good, as is the special. I ate all the angry. Laugh out loud. That's so awesome. I love that. Shauna said, laugh out loud. Yeah, most people are. I think it's a battle between Shauna and Blue Dove on who can handle the least amount of heat.
Well, yeah, because when we cooked up the Purnell's medium breakfast sausage for Jamie, she said it was too hot. Mm-hmm. I want to see what Shauna says. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Maitreya said, I'm going to go get my magnesium and then relax in bed. I have finished the tapestry sewing. Yay, that's awesome.
Awesome.
All things. Jamie said the Shauna's tender blend is yummy. Thank you for that. Dawn said, thanks. I saw the shrimp poppers that Heath and Shelly made that you told them about. The coastal ABTs. Anyway, I may try those. That was really good. Only because they sound like they were in heaven eating them. They were really good.
That was a Renee special recipe. She developed that all on her own. We stole it from her. Mm-hmm. 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 She doesn't give herself enough credit, but she is very, very ingenious in the kitchen.
Yes. Well, of course, family would be. Jerry said, so since you're close to them, how are Cool Kid Keto doing? Haven't seen them in a bit, but I've been busy too.
We haven't talked to them in a while. They've been busy with family stuff. Mm-hmm. They said they'd check in later when they're able to. They're supposed to be going on the cruise, aren't they? Last we heard, anyways. Mm-hmm. We know a few things. I just don't want to put their business out there.
Yeah, I don't want to speak on their behalf, but they're active on Facebook generally, so you could certainly go on there.
And they both work weird hours too.
Yeah, and so they just kind of had to put everything on hold for a while, just some things going on. And I'm not going to share their business, but as far as I know, everything's going well for them. It's just the whole YouTube and all that. They're not able to really their priorities have shifted. Let's say that. Jennifer said, I just got 8 magnet spice racks just for your products and remnants to hang on the side of my fridge. Oh, wow, Jennifer. Thank you. And Jennifer said, depressing movies. Tuesdays with Maury and the Dust Factory. Huh. I haven't even heard of that. Huh. I'll have to look that up too.
You want to see a depressing movie?
Sometimes you do. Jerry said, what's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken. Ha ha ha. Spaceballs.
Right.
That was a good movie. Slaying It said, Hachi is a major tear jerker. One of my favorite dog movies with Richard Gere. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen Hachi. Oh. Jamie said Zero was the ghost doggy. Aw. Rocky Mountain Girl said Spaceballs. May the Schwartz be with you.
Right.
I love that. That's such a good movie. Bluegrass Girl said, I won't lose you, Shauna. I'm watching 1899 now. Loved Wednesday. Ooh. I've heard good things about 1899 too. Blue Dust said, loving Wednesday. C and I watch an episode together over dinner. Oh, that's so sweet. Jackie said, we want to watch Wednesday, but Jim won't let us until our sound bar is back. Had to send out for repair. Hopefully tomorrow, Monday.
We just deleted ours. It was too much trouble. Mm-hmm. And then now we were wondering why we even got it in the first place. Everything's fine. Mm-hmm.
Jamie said, yes, I can eat jalapenos, Renee, usually without the seeds or in a bit of sausage. Slaying it said, wow, I'm impressed because you thought that mild breakfast, right. That was, she did think it. Oh, Shauna said, making my warm Ketochow pecan sticky bun shake. Oh, you're going to have to let us know what you think. Haley said, hello, everyone. So sorry I'm so late. That's fine, Haley. Welcome back. Sorry about the issues you had this week.
You're not late. You're just in time for the dishes.
Jackie said, I love Anne Rice. I need to reread, especially Men Not the Devil. Oh, that sounds like, I don't think I've read that one.
I haven't read any of her stuff. Oh, boy. I made 4 and I'm already getting full.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Swison says that she belongs to a Southern Baptist church and they have Halloween parties for the kids, wear shorts and pants. Well, it could be different locations. Wow. Now they never called it Halloween party. They would have, what was the term?
Trick or trunk?
No, that's before that. It was like, I think they called it like, it was something crazy like, but anyways, it would be a theme each year, but you were only allowed to do it at the church and they would run Sunday school. And then you would go around to the different Sunday school classes to trick or treat and get your candy. So you would have a church sermon that night. Then all of us kids would go to our Sunday school classes, do whatever activity they had. Shauna said harvest parties. No, it was something like very religious sounding, like God's Great Night, something like that.
Oh, Hallows Eve?
No, it was, but it was something like, I don't know, maybe it was like Angels Share. I don't know. It was something very along the lines of very religiously, like they didn't want any hint of it being Halloween at all. And because they actually, I remember hearing sermons about, oh, Halloween is the devil's day, blah, 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 blah. And so they would do a theme every year. So like one year it was clowns. So we all had to dress up in a clown. I know. And then one year it was Bible characters. And so it was a theme every year. You would dress up, do your Sunday school. They would have some kind of activity, and then you would get to go around and collect your candy or game or whatever they were handing out, right? And but yeah, and I remember no shorts, and of course, but you know, we're talking 30 plus years ago. And then I went to also a private school for several years that was also Southern Baptist. Now they were even more strict, like you could not wear sandals because they considered only Jesus could wear sandals. Like I remember there was a huge
debate.
No, not debate. There was a whole sermon that the preacher of the school gave, because every day, you know, you'd have your sermon first. And he gave about saying that it's wrong for anybody to wear sandals because only Jesus and Jesus's disciples could wear sandals. So you're trying to say that you're as good as, yes, I remember some of this. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't wear sandals. And it's Houston, y'all. It's like hot all the time. And I'm like, I can't even wear sandals. I have to wear socks and shoes. But yeah, and my mom sometimes, she was like, okay, that's a little ridiculous.
But I thought there's even a verse in the Bible where it says not to add stuff to the Bible.
Oh, I don't know. But one time, because, you know, it says it was private school, my mom would have to pick me up. And one time she was out running around with one of her friends and they came to pick me up. Well, we didn't know that, you know, she was going to be in my friend's car. So we're looking for my mother's car. And it was my brother and I. And we're looking around, and all of a sudden, the friend jumps out to like tell us, "Hey, we're over here." Well, she was wearing shorts, and my mom was like, "Oh, I forget her friend's name," but she was like, "You know, Sandy, you can't be doing that." And she was like, she looked, she goes, "Oh shit," like that, real loud. And then my mom's just like, "Oh no, my kids are gonna get kicked out of school." Like they were very, very particular. But I mean, again, 30 years ago, I think throughout time, people have gotten a lot more relaxed or just more accepting, right? Than being so stringent on things. But that's my thoughts. Okay, Jamie says she prefers chilies like Anaheim, Hatch, and Poblano. Now, Hatch, Jamie, can get very spicy, but I do like the Anaheim and the Poblanos. Those are good. In fact, the air fried Auntie tender spice has Poblanos in it. Jackie said that Swilson went to a rebel church and didn't know it. Well, I have been to a couple, like in more recent years, that weren't so strict as that. But again, I just think maybe it's the area too, being right down here in Texas. Jackie said, I did 5 drops. Don't think it was enough, so I'll have to try again next week. Oh, goodness. Oh, thanks. Monique said these look great. Thank you, Monique. How was your the beef? What was it? Salted beef flakes or chips or something? Mm-hmm. How'd that turn out? Slaying It said, oh, the hush puppies with some bits of shrimp and jalapeno in them, or maybe some sharp cheddar and bacon. Oh. Ooh. Mmm. Sharon said, okay, the pecan sticky bun, yum.
I know somebody doesn't want to order them. But the texture and all this makes me really want to do fish. This is almost similar, but do fish.
Oh, yeah.
And do the hush puppies with it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I used up the rest of our points in order to get the mystery flavor.
I know, but this new flavor sounds better.
I wish they would have, could have done it in one shipment, right? And I agree. Slaying It asked Shauna, is it a decent pecan flavor or heavy on the sweet? I'm interested to know, too. Okay, Shauna said, it's not super sweet. I do taste pecan and cinnamon. Okay. Oh, Strong's was just shipped today. Shauna said, I forgot. I love Muppet Christmas with John Denver. Oh, that is a cute one.
I never saw that either.
Oh. That ranch dip is good.
Yes, it is.
Luz is here. Hey, she says, hi, everyone. Hello, how are you? Slaying It said, anyone else try the pecan sticky bun kitty chow? And what did you think? Yeah, I'd love to hear. Reichman said, everybody that keeps trying it mentioned Cinnabuns. Luz says, you're making me hungry. Girl, we were hungry. Like, we were getting hangry. Shauna said, but it's not as sweet as, say, the caramel macchiato. Oh, okay. Slaying It said, I just really want that pecan flavor because Texas pecan flavor stuff is one of my favorite flavors, and I'm afraid I'll be disappointed. I love pecan, Texas pecan, like Texas pecan coffee. I love that. And I love trying all the different Texas pecans. My favorite, I think, brand that I've tried that makes a Texas pecan coffee is Lola's. So if you could find that, Renee, LOLA, I think it's a Houston roaster, but HEB usually carries it. Their Texas pecan is really good, or Southern pecan, one of the two. And Shauna gave you a giant eye roll for something you replied back to her.
Sure. Carry on.
Shauna said, well, I started to Google, what platform can I watch Die Hard, but it's not even the top 10. Oh, thank you, Shauna. She made some labels for us today. Yay! Thank you so much. Slaying It said, your cousin's a wimp, Heath. Just saying. Aw. That Dallas.
I think Shauna likes hot sauce more than he does.
Right? Oh. Okay. Don said, Mike wanted me to do a shake and bake style when we made the chicken cordon bleu, but I was being stubborn. I get that. I feel like sometimes, though, like the hand breading method gets it coated better. Crafty and Carnivore said, I can't handle spice either, and that's why we did the tender spice. We figured if Shauna could eat the tender spice, then anybody can. Shauna said, holidays are hard enough without depressing movies.
Right?
That is true. Matreya said, my keto chow won't arrive till Monday. Aww. Shauna said, oh, and all the Santa Clauses.
Oh,
right? Those are the original with Tim Allen, right? I remember that one. I thought it was hilarious. But I also liked, and Heath will vehemently disagree with me, but I thought Elf was a funny movie.
That's because I don't like that actor. I don't like anything he's ever been in.
Oh, that's awesome. Haley's here, but she's cooking steaks. Have fun. Rocky Mountain Girl said, love the Santa Claus movies. Haley said, Heath, I think you can handle the dishes this week. I'll get them next week.
All right.
That's awesome.
I'll hold you to it.
Shauna said, clowns are evil. Slaying it said, that's awful for the Devil's Day. Clowns, the Devil's Day is my day. I know, that's your birthday. So it can't be bad. And Matreya said, I love evil clowns. What's a good, is there a clown Christmas movie?
Bad Santa? I don't know.
Would that be one?
I don't know if he's actually a clown, though.
Sean said, nope, to clowns. Rocky Mountain Girl said, we had a local show, Blinky the Clown. I was on it for my friend's birthday. It was amazing. Had so much fun. I was 5. Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, how neat. Do you still have the recording, or is there a way to get it? Slaying it said, I even hated Ronald McDonald as a kid. Aw, I loved Emmett Odor Jug Band Christmas. I have no idea who that is.
Gesundheit?
Jerry said, my order's due here tomorrow. Well, good, Jerry. Slaying it said, I'll have to Google because my HEB didn't have Lola's, but I may have to look in the big city of Corpus Christi. Jerry said, I'm off. Talk to you later. Have a very early morning with the men's group. Good night, Jerry and Patty. Thanks for stopping by. Right, family. Hey, right, family.
Hey.
Said, we fixed some turkey in the buffalo sauce, Louisiana sauce, and butter. Wow, that sounds good. That sounds really good.
Oh, man, I'm so full. You're going to have to finish this chicken.
Okay. Slaying it said, Elf is my favorite Christmas movie. Sorry, Heath.
That doesn't surprise me. I just don't like that actor. Something about him just rubs me the wrong way.
I guess that's my sense of humor. Is when I used to watch Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that's him.
On Saturday Night Live. I thought he was just freaking hilarious.
I think the opposite.
I know. Here, can I have a sip of this?
Yeah.
Now, some of his movies I didn't think were all that good, but I loved him on Saturday Night Live. I just thought he was a genius at the time. And then we did like him when he was on, remember, Jerry Seinfeld's show. What was it? Cars with Comedians and Coffee or something?
Yeah.
But remember Will Ferrell, he interviewed him and he was like, wow, he seems like a pretty decent guy when he's not trying to act.
All right.
Him
and Dane Cook. I just can't stand him.
Yeah, I don't like Dane Cook, honestly. But I thought Will Ferrell was funny, but I did love him in Elf. I thought that was just, the movie itself is hilarious. And like Slane, it says, Santa, I know him.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie said, Heath, I don't like Will Ferrell either, but I did like Elf. That is true. Slane, it said, oh, he's an angry little elf. And then John said, Elf is my favorite. I just got a sweatshirt that says son of a nutcracker with Buddy on it, and it lights up. That is hilarious. Don, you're going to have to show that. Oh, Renee has that one too. And Don says, I love it so much. Oh, man. Slane, it says, Santa, I know him though, but does light up. Oh, that's so cute. Right Family said, Die Hard is the greatest Christmas movie. I had to say it.
Awesome.
That's so awesome. Thank you for that. You just made Heath's night. Don says, and my future son-in-law bought me an elf cardigan. Oh my gosh, wow. How sweet. Renee said, they were talking about Die Hard earlier. Oh, yeah. Rocky Mountain Girl said, I agree with Heath about the actor on Elf. That's fine. Monique said, anyone else like What About Bob movie? Oh, yeah, with Bill Murray. Remember Bill Murray's What About Bob?
Never saw it.
Oh, wow. Both my husband and I fall off our chairs laughing. We watch it during the holidays and with friends, and it's a real hoot. Oh, well, we're going to have to see that.
Okay.
I remember seeing it when it first came out, and I remember it was freaking hilarious. I like Bill Murray.
I do too.
I think he has some good stuff. Oh, and of course, Renee loves Bill Murray. Jennifer said, yeah, Will Ferrell, no. I was never a fan of Jerry Lewis comedy either.
Right? I wasn't either.
No, not Jerry Lewis. He's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of slapstick either.
Mm-mm. Like,
Three Stooges. I don't like them.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Oh, Rocky Mountain Girl said, night, y'all.
Good night. Thanks
my
for
bed is
in.
calling my name. Well, good night. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of the Hungry Horde. I hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, I was never a fan of Jerry Lewis or the Three Stooges, but my father, on the other hand, well, I might need the spoon. Well, I guess not. No, that's okay.
For what?
You want me to lick it?
Yeah, sure.
But my father absolutely loved the Three Stooges and Jerry Lewis. He thought that was comedy gold, right? And I think this is part of the reason why I didn't like him. Well, he loved that, and he loved the karate movie. You know, the karate TV series. Not karate, but you know the
Kung Fu?
The Kung Fu.
I love that movie or that show.
Yeah,
Watch Shane Kane.
Every, like, I guess Saturday and Sunday we would watch those for hours, and I would always be so bored. And my mom and I would make fun of it. So my father took everything very serious, right? He had very, very dry sense of humor. So he took everything serious. So my mom and I, we would be this is way back, right? So we only had one TV in the house. And so we would be forced to watch the Kung Fu. So my mom and I, we would be on the sidelines making fun of it and be like, how are you doing today? And keep moving our lips and stuff. And then it would make him so mad. He would get so offended. As he would be like, shh, stop that. That isn't necessary. Like,
they didn't do that in Kung Fu, though. There was an American-made movie, TV show.
Well, maybe it wasn't Kung Fu. It was the one where the actors were doing all the stuff, but it was overdubbed.
Yeah, no, because that was David Carradine, a white guy playing a Chinese guy.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the ones where it was overdubbed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so they, they were speaking, either Chinese or Japanese.
Right.
But it was overdubbed in English. So so they would start talking, and then you would hear the words. Yeah. So my father loved those. And he loved Three Stooges. So when my parents divorced, of course, my mother would always be like, I hate the Three Stooges. And she hated anything that my father liked. Like, she would even eat blueberries for decades because he loved blueberries. And she's like, I'm not having blueberries. I'm not having anything associated with him.
That'll show him.
And so I think that was part of the reason why I was like, I don't want to watch Three Stooges either.
Well, I just didn't think it was funny.
Well, no. Yeah, now when I watched it, I'm just like, no, I don't get why he liked it so much. Monique said, Elf is great. See, we're going to have to watch Elf. You're going to have to watch it with me.
Why are y'all mad at me?
Right Family said, I just say that about Die Hard to start a big debate and then sit back and enjoy the show. Well, that would be Heath. He's right there in there saying, yeah, it is a Christmas movie. Because when people post that, so this is the things that will get Heath fired up on Facebook. If they say Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, or if they say beans belong in chili.
I used to. Now I don't care anymore. If you want to be wrong, you're allowed to be wrong. I can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think for everybody.
Mm-hmm. That's hilarious.
Uh-huh.
Sharon said in college she worked for a Three Stooges catalog.
Wow. That's right.
awesome.
She told us about that.
Don said, hey, Heath, I watched an old video today when you told everyone to go follow someone on YouTube because they cooked and made good recipes. How come you never say that about me?
You said you don't like to cook.
Uh-huh.
I will take donations. I can be hired. I can be bribed.
Slaying it said her dad loved Three Stooges and Benny Hill.
I liked Benny Hill.
I don't think I watched enough Benny Hill, but some guy I dated one point loved English comedy.
I do too.
Yeah, I do generally like English comedy, but I remember he was a huge Benny Hill fan, and I watched a couple, and I was just like, okay. It hasn't aged well.
No.
And I was just like, okay, weirdo. I wonder why that didn't last. Reichman said, I grew up with the Three Stooges. I love them. Aw, let's see, you grew up with them. So that makes a difference. Jen said, I got to try the pecan flavored keto chow. It is buttery and cinnamony. It's sweet, but not sickeningly sweet. I like it better than maple waffle. It's on one of my blogs. Yeah, I remember watching that because you said, oh, I'm just going to have a little bit and I'll put it in the fridge. And then it said, lies, I drink it all. No, I can ignore you. Right Family says they like anything Three Stooges. Well, that's good. And Monique said, I hated the Three Stooges. They drove me crazy. Shauna said, had to answer the phone. Hello, certainly Stooges. How may I help you? Nook.
That's got to get annoying.
You imagine doing that 50 times a day?
Oh.
Mm-mm. Mm. Oh. Dawn, the new YouTube chef, says that Mike and her are making chaffles with maple waffle tomorrow. That sounds good. That's what I was thinking of doing. Reichwood said that and all the Looney Tune cartoons. I used to love the Looney Tune cartoons. Those were some good ones. Jen said the maple waffles make the best breakfast sandwiches. I bet they do.
I bet they do.
Oh, Right Family said Brantley gave everyone a fist bump.
Nice.
Fist bump. Dawn said she ordered some sticky bun, but haven't gotten it yet. Oh.
We're going to order some tomorrow. And fingers crossed we still can.
So Jen's going to make a brown butter pecan ice cream on Monday. Wow, that sounds good.
It does.
Shauna said, Heath, I'll watch Die Hard or we'll try if you watch Elf.
All right. like tomatoes and tomato. I mean, yeah, apples and oranges over here, but okay.
Why?
I'm recommending a good movie, and you're recommending some bleh actor. But okay.
Elf is a really good movie.
I believe you.
Jennifer said Benny Hill was great.
I hear the song playing right now.
I know, right? And I can see the running and all. Shauna said, I just don't think I like that kind of movie.
What, good? You don't like good?
No, I would say probably what you think of it. I mean, there are a couple parts that are maybe a little like, I'm trying to think. It isn't like gross.
Not at all.
But maybe a little sad.
Yeah.
But it's like if you like serial killer documentaries, I think you would enjoy this.
Yes.
Because it's basically these it's got Alan Rickman. So you know it's gonna be freaking good, right? And so with Alan Rickman, he heads up this terrorist group, and they know that in this company that's actually based in Japan, and they've got this one over here, that there's a lot of money. The owner has a lot of money. So they want to get a hold of those. It's not CDs. What are they like? Paper. It's not exactly cash. What is it like? Paper. Basically paper money, right? The paper, whatever it is.
Stocks?
I don't have enough money to know what it is.
Bonds?
Maybe paper bonds. And they were like, if they got a hold of that, they would have enough to do whatever they wanted to do and fund their terrorist activities. And that's what it's based on. And so, of course, Bruce Willis's character is an ex-cop. No, he is a current cop in that one.
Uh-huh.
He's a cop, and he just happened to be there to see his wife. And then it's all about, how does he take down this terrorist group?
And making fish with your toes.
Yeah, and making fist with your toes. So it is a very intriguing, like, oh my gosh, is this going to happen? What's he going to do? And all the different members of that group, they each have their own strengths. And then it's John McClane against all of them. And the police...
book is really good too. I read the book that's based on it.
Oh.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. And so it's just, and then it's funny how sometimes, law enforcement doesn't always make the best decisions, even when another law officer is like, look, don't do this. And they're like, oh, what do you know? You're you're a New York cop. We're an LA cop. And so don't tell us how to be a cop. Like, we're better cops than New York cops. And so it's just funny seeing the dynamic there. I think it's a good movie, regardless of the actor.
Well, it was the LA cop was actually with him. The ones that were giving him really a rash of stuff was actually the feds.
But it was the LA cops higher
up.
That's
right. It was the one in front of the
because he was
SWAT
the one who called in the feds, then the feds were like, "Yeah, this is what we're going to do." And it has some really good actors in it that I think at the time were virtually unknown.
Uh-huh.
But because of that movie, and because they're good actors, you're like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that guy in other things." So it's pretty good. Renee said, I thought Death Wish was Charles Bronson.
He is.
Huh?
Death Wish, that is a Charles Bronson movie. And that was before Die Hard.
I don't even know what you're all talking about.
Somebody mentioned Death Wish, I guess. That's not, what's his name?
Right Family says they want to watch the new Rambo. And that reminds us, we've been watching.
I haven't been watching that. But yeah. Stallone has a new TV show out. Tulsa King. It's actually pretty good, y'all.
Who's it by?
Sheridan. What's his name?
Taylor
Sheridan. Who did this is his biggest show. Yellowstone and 1960. No, right.
1883.
Yeah. Yes.
And soon to be was it 1933?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 4 6s.
Yeah. So Taylor Sheridan does Tulsa King. And it's got Stallone in it, and we started watching that.
TV show.
And that is really good, y'all. Like, I was laughing at a lot of it, but it's also a very serious show. But it's
very well
funny.
written because it's Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah. Let's see. Dawn says, I can't wait to try them. We are clogging tomorrow and trying to make them. I'm a terrible cook, but it does seem pretty simple. Vlogging. Okay. You'll get it. You're doing great.
Especially you got that new fancy camera.
Your gimbal.
I hope
it stays up. That's pretty funny, though.
I love it. Oh! That was awesome the way you edited that in. You want a fork?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Jennifer said, Dawn, I was so impressed you clogged. She meant vlogging, but she said clogging, and everybody's giving her a hard time. And then Shauna said, I'm picturing Dawn and Mike in wooden shoes on a stage.
I could see that, though.
And Renee said the same thing, and Jennifer's like, I'm just so impressed. Oh, and then Shauna said, in Lederhosen. Y'all are cracking me up. Don said, and Mike would do it if asked. I bet he would. He'd be like, okay.
But if you do it, you got to take video of it.
Mm-hmm. You don't want
No, I'm full.
That would be hilarious, Don. Let's see.
Because we got that German restaurant here. They can go hang out here at that King's Beer Garden.
Oh yeah, we actually have a couple German restaurants.
Isn't there one right there in Tomball too?
Well, there used to be.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know now. Oh, okay. That's Shauna's Ketochow cereal recipe. Monique said, I bet my beef chips would taste really good with that ranch dip you made tonight. I'm hungry again now. This ranch dip is freaking delicious.
You know what I want with that?
Huh?
Wings.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Don said, oh, Shauna, that sounds good. I actually miss oatmeal. Really?
Yeah, I never liked it.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, Shauna. I know you love the hot cereal. I tried it one day, and I was like, now I remember why I never liked oatmeal.
All I know is that oatmeal raisin cookies that look like chocolate chip cookies is the reason why I have trust issues.
Mm.
Man, I'm so full.
Okay, so I said, okay, imagine a die-hard, everyone just fighting and shooting the whole movie.
Nope.
I need a story. Oh, no.
It's a love story.
Yeah, it really is a love story. And it's actually, I think it's a really good story because, again, what I liked about it that you don't always see is, yes, you have a main character, but you see how that main character, all the people that are like influenced, right? All the different side characters almost have their own platform of being a main character,
right,
in different aspects. Like we were talking about the cop that was on Family Matters. Like he has a really good presence in this movie. So it isn't just John McClane the whole time. I mean, of course he's the main character, but you're rooting for all of the side actors because they each have such a great role. And like how the Family Matters effort. It wasn't Argyle. Argyle was the taxi, right?
Not the taxi.
The limo driver.
Yeah.
Argyle is amazing. I love him. And so you're like rooting for him and things happen and you're like, what the heck? And then again, Hans Gruber, Alan Rickman. I mean, is there a movie that Alan Rickman has done that was not decent? Like where he at least,
even if the movie was not good, his role in it was good.
And so the way he, like, when I've seen other movies, of course, with Alan Rickman, and I just love him. And then when I saw it again, when I got with Heath, and we watched Die Hard, I'm like, what? I never realized that was Alan Rickman. Like, he plays a villain so freaking well.
It's almost as if he's an actor.
I know, but it's just some actors though, you're like, oh, that's that actor. But some actors actually transform where you forget that is Alan Rickman. Like, I am invested in Hans Gruber. That is Hans Gruber. Like, I have to actually stop and think and be like, oh no, that was actually Alan Rickman playing Hans Gruber, because he's so believable in the role. And what I like about it is, yeah, it's not just shoot, fight. Like Hans Gruber, the way he is he is a very intelligent terrorist, right? He isn't like the ones you see nowadays where, oh, we're just going to blow this up and do this. No, like he had this whole thing so well thought out. And that's why when he hears about John McClane, he's like, okay, so what? Like, who are you? My plan is impenetrable and you're not going to get in the way. Like, you're just like, I'm going to send my goons after you because this is ridiculous. Like, who are you? And that's really how he was. I got a gun.
Ho, ho, ho.
Right. So, yeah, it's very good. Yeah, and I would say it's definitely not violence just for violence. It's not. It really is a well thought out movie.
It's not a shoot 'em up. It's a drama.
Mm-hmm.
It is an action film, but it's not just a straight up shoot 'em up.
Mm-hmm. In fact, the first 5-10 minutes, you're going to be like, well, what? I thought this was an action movie. You're like, this is kind of like, is this a Hallmark?
Right.
Like, it seems like a Hallmark. The first 10 minutes, you're thinking, this is a Hallmark movie. Right Family said,
there's more.
Death Wish was remade with Bruce Willis.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Don said, can't talk and eat. I always suck things down the wrong pipe. Yeah. Mm. I'm so full, y'all. But I'm going to finish this last piece of chicken. Slaying it said, I've been tempted to get wings, but I've been staying away from chicken lately and have noticed far less soreness and overall inflammation. Wow, that is awesome, Renee.
Because typically, though, honestly, the only chicken we really eat is wings. This, I know, this is a rarity. We used to buy those big packs at Costco all the time. Stop doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We really just eat beef mostly.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, Renee said, I've been tipped. Oh, I read that. And then Dawn says she finds that chicken inflames her too, but she can't give it up.
Can't or won't?
I would say it is kind of hard. If you like wings and different chicken things. And I thought you wanted to try that new water.
Yeah, but I don't want to get up. All right. Well, here. Well, I'll go get that.
Yeah.
Start talking to them about this.
What am I talking about?
We wanted to know what all the flavors were, what all's in them. Because you said there's a couple of them that have wonky ingredients.
So the ranch, Shauna actually posted.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah. That's just seasoning salt. And then the dill pickle is actually pretty good. So these are all by Porking Good. And I think do we have a discount or did they just send us stuff to send out?
I don't remember.
Well, let me double check. I think they just sent.
I'm going to go get that.
No, I don't think we do have an affiliate. No.
Remember, they sent us that one box for our all that.
Okay. And then there's onion and sour cream. Oh man, I cannot read this stuff. It is so small. Okay. So the onion and sour cream again has the dry milk, onion powder, salt, lactic acid, and parsley flakes. You know what it was? I think at the time I was dairy free, and that's why we couldn't have some of these.
Oh, that makes sense.
The dill pickle is actually really good. Like, we've used most of that. And this was just salt, sodium dicetate, spice extractives, and dill weed. And then the ranch. See, I haven't used much of that. And then the smoky jalapeno. I believe this has something. Let's see. White cheddar, cheddar cheese, milk, salt, cheese culture, enzymes, whey, buttermilk, natural flavors, salt, disodium phosphate, silicon dioxide as an caking agent, salt, dry milk, onion powder, dehydrated jalapeno, spices including paprika, lactic acid, smoke oil. That's what soybean oil, and then artificial green bell flavor. So yeah, the smoky jalapeno and cheese got a little bit of that. Which one is it? Soybean oil, but it is towards the end, so you just decide yourself. The pink salt and vinegar, that one's clean. And then this is the bacon, and I think it's the same thing. Yeah. Salt, tomato powder, onion, garlic, smoked torula yeast, spice, and then again the smoke oil, which has the soybean oil. So these two, just depending on how sensitive you are to soybean oil, there's a little bit, but it is towards the very end. So, you just decide. You can see here we haven't used much of it. I don't do well with soybean oil, so I really try to. Oh, didn't hear the ingredients. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let me read those again. So all these seasonings are clean that are by they've got some milk. So if you're trying to do dairy free, and I think that's what was going on, because I was dairy free earlier this year for several months. So if you're dairy free, a couple of these you would have to avoid because there is some milk in it. But if you have any type of soybean issues, these two, which again, if it's smoky, that's your kind of key there. The bacon and the smoky jalapeno do have some soybean oil. So again, you decide, each of us do our own. I personally tried to avoid any soybean oil because it does mess with me. Don said, did you see the beginning of my last video where I kept saying go and limp? I walked right into that one. Oh yeah. As soon as she said that the first time, I was like, Don, you did not. And the look on Mike's face, I was like, oh. Mike had the same thought Heath did. Jennifer said, was Rickman in Howard the Duck?
Oh, I don't remember, honestly. It's been a while since I've seen that movie, too.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Howard the Duck.
I like that movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Okay, let's see. The cast. Huh. Oh, Jeffrey Jones. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Who?
This guy, Jeffrey Jones. He's pretty notable.
If he was in it, he'd already be there.
Yeah, I would think so, in case he had a small little part. I
think he played the duck.
No, that was Ed Gale.
I'm just playing.
No, it doesn't show Alan Rickman in Howard the Duck. Renee said, I used to eat chicken every day for lunch and have been doing beef instead. See? And I told you a long time ago, I was like, why didn't you just skip the chicken? Slaying It said, I almost fell off my treadmill with that one, Don. And when the dog threw up under the table in your other video. Okay, so what is this, dear?
It's Central Market's Berry Italian Sparkling Mineral Water. And I think they were 97 cents a piece. And they were...
Should be 1 liter.
1.05 quart or 1 liter, yeah.
Yeah, so 1 liter for 97 cents. I think Jennifer, wasn't it you that said you were paying $1.19? And I was like so jelly. And then this week, whenever that was mentioned, HEB put a sell on these, and I was like, oh, see?
So I got 8 of them.
Yes, but they're 1 liter each. So this is the berry.
I got the berry, a citrus, a lot of plain, and then I think I got 1 lime, I think.
Because I like plain.
Yeah.
I just like plain sparkly. Because I just want the sparkles. But Heath really wanted to try the berry and the citrus. Okay, let's see here. And if you buy your 1 liter, who all drinks the whole liter that day? Oh no, Dawn said it was worse that I stepped in it. Oh, that's so awful. Okay, Shauna, well, you're probably already back. Renee said, if that's Central Market water, I love the watermelon one.
I didn't even see that because I got 1 of each.
Wow.
I didn't see it.
Oh, Right Family said, we use a lot of the Dano seasoning along with HungryHeath.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
Because they were at Keto Palooza Danos.
Were they? I thought they were Keto Con.
No, at Keto Palooza.
Yeah.
Right Family said, our FedEx workers around here have had sticky fingers. Uh-oh, our Chark Zero order says it's pending now. Hopefully they don't steal it. Oh no, Right Family. That's not good. Renee said, I missed the very beginning. Did y'all make the ranch dip using the pork and good seasoning? No.
I told her to, and she said no. She wants to do all homemade.
Renee, if you look in our description, it actually has the recipe for the homemade ranch. So I did everything from homemade. I did all the seasonings and put it all in there fresh. Or, well, I mean, they're dried seasonings, but you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say so. But again, I like plain. Jennifer said, just forgetting the villain. Renee said, beef and butter and many times a bit of tomato, basil, Ketochow mixed in. Right Family said, how long will you have the seasoning bundles?
Forever?
Yeah, typically, probably for sure by the end of the year, but Right Family, we'll honor anything you want. Just let us know. Renee said, I'll drink a whole one of those, but you can drink a whole can of Zevia. Too sweet, but can't drink a whole can. Right. I feel the same way sometimes. That's why we generally split the whole lot of chocolata, because I just can't drink the whole thing by myself.
I can. I love it.
And I think Maitreya might have already went to sleep, so I don't know if she'll watch to see the kebab it.
Well, I was trying to find on here when it was made.
Oh, it was in the 70s. Because I looked it up on, here, I'll see. Okay. I looked it up on Etsy because I was like, well, can I sell this thing? Like, would people actually buy the kebab it? Pyrex is trademarked. I like that. Pyrex is trademarked. Oh, and it was made in Ohio. It's the Wherever Kebab.
Oh! It's a noisy machine.
I'm saying. So it's the where, like you're going to wear it, not where you go, but where as in clothes, Wherever Kebab it. And we actually had a video where we did this on there. But here it is, y'all.
Well, this is what I was wanting to use tonight, so maybe we'll use it next Friday. And it works pretty good, actually.
Why does that one seem higher than the others?
Because it's not stabbed down all the way. Because I think... Yeah. It comes apart.
Yeah. Well, yeah. How else would you put the stuff on there?
Well, because now it's probably not. Because it wasn't stabbed in there all the way.
Oh. Huh. But that's the kebab it. You plug it in. There's a couple little
There's
oh yeah, there it is.
The little grease trap.
the grease trap. And then what it is you put all your meat on here, and this coil in the middle is what heats it. And then you put that
it radiates
which needs to
this.
be
Yes, it does.
clean, but yeah. And then and it will actually, when you plug it in, it starts spinning around. And then that's it. That's how you would make kebabs in the 70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. I was thinking of putting the chicken on this and using that tonight. And she said, let's fry them instead. I was like, okay.
Fried was way better.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know. Because I was thinking about doing the chicken and the bacon on here and wrapping it like that.
Well, y'all vote below if you want us to do this next Friday. Let's see what you think.
That's all right.
Yeah. See, Heath is more of he has to have a sweet Zevia, whereas I don't.
What?
You prefer
right
a sweet drink.
Because it's actual flavor then.
I taste the flavor. I can taste some berry in it. It's not like I'm actually eating a berry.
Right.
But you get the flavor, the essence of a berry. Oh, and Renee says, I prefer the homemade. Well, there you go. Right Family said, when it's summer, I have drunk as much as 2 gallons in a 10-hour shift.
Wow.
Well, because it's so hot and you're sweating so much, I usually get put up in the hottest part of the plant. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can believe that. Being in a plant in the middle of summer and working all the time, oh, yeah, that'll definitely dehydrate you. Reichwood said, time for me to take the dogs out and hit the bed. Have a good night. This Friday was fantastic.
Thank you.
See you Sunday. Bye, Reichwood.
Right.
Have a good one. Tell the doggies hello. Renee said, Joe said he was thinking of buying one of the kebabit. I know, he mentioned that. I was like, a new one, or you want ours from the 70s?
Well, you just want to send it to him?
Jennifer said, I tried a Zip Viz. Definitely too sweet for me and too salty.
I love them.
Yeah, Heath always liked them. I could not stand them. They were way too sweet for me.
I called them my keto Kool-Aid.
Yeah. He really liked it. I never did. So when we'd buy them, then he would drink them. But then Heath also noticed when he would drink the kebab or the Zip Viz, that he would have to use the restroom all the time, and that's just not feasible, right?
Especially when we were on a road trip.
Oh, that was the worst. But now, could you imagine working all day and drinking that?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go on a break again. Gotta go on a break again. Don said she loves the fruit punch Zip Fizz. What was your favorite Zip Fizz flavor? Do you remember?
The fruit punch. The orange was good. I don't remember. There's a couple other ones. The tea was actually pretty good. The iced tea or whatever.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm going to get a box next time.
Right Family said, we're going to get a seasoning bundle. How do we make the payment? Oh, Right Family. Usually it's either Venmo or PayPal. Whichever one you have. Oh, thank you, Renee. Don said, sorry, all had to jump out. Daughter have a drama at work. Oh, no, that's the worst. Don't you hate that? And you're like, oh. Jennifer said, you got to thread thick pepperoni between the chicken chunks to baste the chicken and use your favorite marinade. Ooh, Jennifer, that sounds good.
What marinated in that?
I don't know.
Like a teriyaki kind of thing, or our fajita marinade would work.
Or you could even do kind of like a hey yo sauce.
As a marinade? Okay.
Yeah, and then it would just, I don't know. You could, or you could do teriyaki if you want. But with the pepperoni, I feel like more of an Italian. Yeah. You know what you could do is like an Italian vinaigrette. My mother used to make a pasta dish that like my niece freaking loved. Like she would request it ahead of time. Like, hey, I need you to make that Italian pasta dish. And it was so easy. Like all she did, now it did have olives in it. So my niece loved olives. but it had olives, tomatoes, and I think like feta cheese. But all my mother would do is get the little pasta, and after she'd boil it, she'd throw it in a bowl while it's still warm and pour like almost a whole thing of Italian dressing over it, and then add in like the veggies and mix that up and then put in the refrigerator overnight. And so all that Italian dressing would get into all the nooks and crannies. So you could do like an Italian dressing and then with the pepperoni going on it, I think that would be pretty good. Uh-oh, he's hitting that I'm going to sleep. Do you see that, y'all?
I was just thinking about what I got to go buy Friday to get all this.
Renee said Zip Fizz tasted too chemical-ish to me. It's been, like, I feel like the only time we did Zip Fizz was like the first year we were keto.
Maybe the second.
I don't think so, because that's when we went on that road trip and every 5 minutes you had to use the restroom, and I was just like, okay, enough. No more Zip Fizz. And then you found Zevias, and you were like, well, if I could have my Zevias, that'll be good. And then now you're like, oh, and then I've got my bangs, so that's good. Right. Let's see. Renee said, what? No creamy tonight? Oh, yeah. Did y'all hear that Keto Brick has a new flavor?
Yeah.
They're releasing amazing. This Sunday. So here's your question, Heath.
Uh-huh.
Keto Brick or Ketochow? We can only afford one.
We can afford both.
No, we can't.
Watch, I'll show you.
You have no idea.
Well, I know how to swipe a card and make it happen.
Oh, well, guess what? If you can find a card that will work, you go right ahead on.
All right.
Not the debit card.
Well, it'll work.
No. Here, I'm trying to find...
You still want to go there for dinner tomorrow?
Where?
You pulled up Morton's.
That's some ad that pulled up. Oh, awesome, Sherry. I was looking for the Keto Brick email. Keto Brick.
I don't remember if I got an email from him.
No, I know. I saw it.
Oh, okay.
I saw it earlier, but...
You probably already deleted it.
I know. I'm the worst. So, no, honestly, though, if we only have money for one...
Probably the brick.
Really?
Yeah.
You sound so disappointed.
We can only do one.
I know. I'm the worst.
No, you just won't. It's not your worst. It's just sad.
Huh. That's so weird that now I can't find it. Because I know I saw it earlier.
That's fine. We'll look for it later.
Okay. But anyway, so Keto Brick is releasing a new flavor this Sunday, and it is, I want to say it's chocolate mint or mint chocolate.
I saw the video on it earlier.
Mint. Oh, you even saw the video. Wow. So mint chocolate Keto Brick. That sounds freaking delicious to me. Oh, here it is. Why did it take so long? Okay. Holiday cheer. Mint chocolate is almost here. Mint chocolate, although it sounds decadent, there are only 6 grams of total carbs, y'all. Wow. In the entire brick, that's their lowest so far. Wow, that is amazing. 6 total carbs for the whole brick? Okay. He did say, note, I'm generally not a fan of erythritol, but this brick does contain a small amount of erythritol as a sweetening agent. We have no intentions of making erythritol a staple, but the cooling effect of erythritol complements the mint flavor, and we figured it would be totally fine for a one-time seasonal launch. Like the others, the primary sweetener in this keto brick is stevia. Still, we want to be fully transparent with you on the inclusion of erythritol. Wow, that is awesome. I love the packaging too. It's very meant for package looking. So yeah, make sure you mark your calendars this Sunday.
Are you going to be awake?
I don't know yet. The 11th at noon Central. This Sunday, noon Central time, y'all. If you're interested in the keto brick.
Everybody bonking it down.
And then Renee said, or even a Greek vinaigrette with crumbled feta.
Okay.
That would be good.
But I was just reading a little paperwork in here, and it said not to put cheese in it. It doesn't work well with cheese.
Oh, because it'll get down in the crevice. That makes sense.
It said not to do cheese or marshmallows.
Oh, that sucks. Shauna said she's back. Well, welcome back, Shauna. And Shauna said, did you use the kebab when you were in the hotel? Yes. Oh, good night, Debbie. She said, call night, folks. Have a great weekend. You too. Yes, we did use it when we were all in the hotel.
Yeah, all of us.
Oh, Linda said, hi, y'all. Just a quick shout out. Hey, Linda, welcome back. Renee said, how much is the Element chocolate pack? It's too much, Renee.
Doesn't matter what you want. Shelly's going to tell you it's too much.
That's right. I'm so mean. But you would have to get chocolate mint. That's like a third of it. Was thinking about it, but pinching pennies and debating. I would say pass on it. I would say it's not, especially if you don't like all of the chocolate flavors, like you're going to lose a third, and it's like $45 a box. So $15 then you're out of that. I would say wait and don't worry about it. I think you should get the keto brick instead, or even take the money and do the Ketochow.
Just waiting on you.
Well, the look you're giving me, you're like, it's a mischievous look, isn't he? Oh, well, they can't see because the kebab it's hover in your face.
I can't see anything because the bottle's in my way.
Is that better, dear?
Yes, it's amazing.
Are you going? Good night, right, family? Good night. Renee said, I was going to struggle through the mint. I don't do keto bricks, really. I would say just wait, Renee. There's no use in doing it. Don't struggle. But I don't know what I was going to say. Don't worry about it. I would say, if anything, just wait till after the holidays. How about that? Jackie said, I think we're going to do the pecan keto chow, even though I want the bricks, since I haven't gotten into any of the bricks I have. See, there you go. That's probably going to be a better option. With us, I mean, we still have, a dozen or so bricks. Mm-hmm. But since it's a seasonal launch, and I do like chocolate and mint, I think that'd be good. Right? Ooh, yes. And some of the smoked salt on it.
Yes.
That'd be really good. Okay. So we will for sure order the keto brick, and then we'll let you know how delicious it is. Right?
Yes.
Is that all you're going to say?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to throw this all over him.
No.
At least I got you to say something else.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And then Monique said, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Have a great weekend. You too. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. So let's see. What was there anything else we were going to talk about, or should we call it a night?
Just how we're going to order the keto chow.
Jackie said, I could do mint keto chow, and they have the recipe for the thin mint cookies I need to try. Right? That's true. Wow. Oh, I am all of a sudden, I'm very, very full. Oh my gosh. I feel like
you ate 2 chickens. I sat there and watched you.
Chicken pieces?
Maybe.
No, it's all of a sudden the fat just hit, and it's ooh, that was a lot, Shelly. You ate a lot of fat. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Don't look okay.
Fine.
Oh my goodness, y'all. The things I have to put up with.
You're the one that looked in the window and said, I want that one.
I have a rag over there as proof. That is not what happened. So what do y'all think for next Friday? What would be a neat recipe for us to do? And then Renee said, I have some leftover goat cheese sausage mix. And I think I'm going to make a pizza guts bake with it. Sounds good. Oh, that sounds really good.
I was going to do something similar to that this week, but then I found some preformed burger patties on sale.
Shauna did a pizza guts last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Like, now I want pizza guts. But you know what we're going to do, though? I think because somebody bought 3 bell peppers last week.
Pizza bell peppers.
Yeah. Tomorrow we should do
put
pizza.
The pepperonis on top of it?
And inside of it. Like,
all around it? Yeah.
Line the...
You know what, though? I think it's better when you do sausage in that instead of burger, but okay.
Instead of burger?
Yeah.
We're not doing burger. We're doing ground beef.
You know what I mean. Hamburger.
Oh, and you know what we could do? So we'll dice up some of the bell pepper. You've already got 3. Some onion and some of the mushroom. And then we'll use the Rayos or whatever tomato sauce we have. Mix that all together with the ground beef. Put the pepperoni, ground beef, little bit of mozz, pepperoni, ground beef, and layer it in there. And then top it with more pepperoni and then the mozzarella. Wouldn't that sound amazing?
Yeah, almost like a supreme pizza or whatever they call it.
Well, it would have the olives.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to defile a pizza.
Well, the supreme always had olives on it.
Well, for the weirdos.
Oh, okay. And then Shada said, oh my God, what is in his can?
This can?
Yeah.
Black cherry? Zevia?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know how to read.
Oh, wow. It seems like something else was mixed in with it. Jennifer said, Ketochow or Keto Brick sounds like a job for rock, scissors, paper. Right? We could do that.
One from each hand, one from this hand.
Well, you know
we have the technology.
You know what you could do, though?
Just go ahead and walk in there and order both of them.
He didn't tell me this, but you could sign up for overtime.
Yeah.
So if you just worked a couple hours of overtime the next couple of weeks,
then she just doesn't want to hang out with me while I'm here.
Well, I'm just saying, then you could afford both.
Right? So we're going to order it and I'll work it.
Okay. Well, no, you got to work it. And then
by the time we do that, then it'll be sold out. And then I don't get anything out of it.
You'll get more money.
Or I do or you do. And then we'll take that money and buy you more coffee. Then we always can afford that.
Oh, really? When was the last time I ordered coffee?
Yesterday.
When?
When I went and got it.
Yesterday you were at work.
Oh, then it was later today then.
And no, you can't count that because you also get yourself a specialty tea.
We're not talking about that. Why are you changing the subject?
So when was the last time I ordered bags of coffee?
I don't remember.
Exactly. He does not remember.
It was like 2 weeks ago or something.
Oh,
all I know was the other day.
Oh, whatever. Well, the other day you had Ketochow and Keto Brick. We've ordered Ketochow more often when we've gotten me coffee.
Yeah, but you're eating that too. I have to share all the stuff I'm ordering with you. You don't have to share none of your coffee with me.
No, sir. You are incorrect. I have video proof of you drinking some of my coffee.
Yeah, but not enough to make it matter.
I felt it. Shauna, can you attest that the amount that coffee that he drank,
Simmer down.
Would fill that?
Simmer down. Y'all are just no. Back to the comments. Focus on what's important.
Okay. And Shauna said, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Jennifer said, yes. And Shauna said, laugh out loud. Heath, you crack me up.
Why?
I know. He is hilarious. Jackie said, sounds like he pays for one, she pays for another. That's how we do Costco and Sam's. Right?
Speaking of which, we got to go to Sam's tomorrow, too. It was your idea. I was going to go today. You told me to stay home. We'll go tomorrow.
I don't remember that. I remember you saying, no.
What do you mean it was your idea?
Don't yell. It hurt our viewers' ears.
I'm going to yell right into the microphone so that everybody can hear.
My understanding was, because we have to go back to H-E-B, and I said, well, do you really need to go to Sam's? And you looked at your list and you're like, no, I don't really need this, or this, so I don't have to go to Sam's. And I said, well, then don't go.
You said, we'll go tomorrow.
We'll go to H-E-B tomorrow to return the incorrect item you bought today. So now we're going to Sam's because you looked at your list and said, we don't need to get more sour cream, and I'll just get tomatoes at H-E-B.
What? Your phone's breaking up. I didn't hear you.
Now he's remembering. He's like, oh, shoot, I did say that. Renee said, Heath can work overtime to pay for all the out-to-eat stuff. I know.
I already have a coupon for that. I got 2 of them, in fact.
I mean, if I was offered overtime at my job, this is the difference between Heath and I.
You also don't have to deal with the people I have to deal with in my job. You don't have to take phone calls.
I have to, but I still have to deal with people.
Oh my gosh, no, I have to type to these people. Oh no, that's the worst.
Oh, wow. Next week I have to call people. And today at my job, we had a virtual holiday party.
We virtually bought you dinner.
I wish. I didn't even win anything. They drew like 100 names, I think, or maybe 50 names. They did 25 twice. I still didn't get any of those. And it was like for free points. We have this thing called a point system that you can cash in for gift cards. My name wasn't chosen on that. And then they had where you play this like game, you scan a barcode and then you real time, like click an answer or whatever. And I like out of 130 people, I was like 114. Like I kept coming in because it's not only did you get it correct, but whoever responds the fastest. So literally the first time we played the game, I would read the question and be like, oh, that one. Oh, that one. And even then, when I would do that, I would still be like the 100th person to answer. And then the second game, I didn't even read the questions. I just was like clicking A, B, C, or D, like whatever one my hand landed on. And of course, I get half right and half wrong. But even then, just like as soon as it popped up on my phone and I clicked this, I would still be like the 20th person to answer. I'm like, how are these people answering so quickly? And then the one guy that won the first round, because the person that comes in first gets $100 gift card. The second person got like, I think
they could probably order a Ketochow with that.
They probably could. The second got 50 and the third got 25. Well, the person who won the first round, I'm like, how is he number 1 on all of the, like, how are you doing? Like, I don't know. But anyways, I was disappointed. And then my manager, because it was like kind of mid-morning when I like to get my work done like quickly. And I was working and my manager's like, oh, y'all, it's the holiday party. Make sure you tune into that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm getting on. She goes, and y'all, just stop working. I want you to enjoy this party. Enjoy your time off. I'm like, oh, I gotta stop working. That means I'm going to have to work harder this afternoon. So I kept working through it.
That's why you lost.
And truthfully, the first time, that's also why I was so far behind. And somebody kept calling me, so I had to stop playing the game for 2 or 3 questions. But yeah, it was fun, but I did not stop working. Like I'm like, no, I got to get work done. Jennifer said, girls, you're both pretty. Right? Renee said, he drank the foam off the top. That's why he liked it. Shauna said, yes, any coffee drunk from my cup is noticed. Renee said, I'm taking advantage of all overtime I could get, but I generally work 9 to 10 hours daily anyway, especially during holidays. See, that's how I am, but we've been so slow for the past, I guess it's Ketopalooza. We've been so slow that there has literally been no overtime. Whereas before...
Come work mine then.
Before, when they'd be like, oh, yeah, we'll give overtime no more than 4 hours this week. I was on working the 4 hours. Like, it was like, oh, okay, I can come in early. I can work late. I can get that done. Like, 4 hours is nothing in a week. And then Heath is all, I'm like, I thought you had to work overtime. He's like, oh, no. Because when he first started, they said there would be mandatory overtime. And he's like, oh, no, we don't need it. I'm like, oh. And then I was looking at something, and I'm like, you could schedule overtime? He was like, oh, that's what they say. I'm like, all this time, you could have been working overtime? But all right. That's just a different way of looking at work. I'm a workaholic. I know it. Heath is just like, work is a 4-letter word, right? And so to him, it's like, I made my 40. That's good enough. I wished I'd just get paid for 40 by working 20.
Well, yeah.
Jackie said, my last overtime was 4 hours, 6 to 8:30. Means up at 4:30, not home until 9:15. No, thank you. Ooh, that is a long day. Ooh. But it is easier when you work from home because that's like...
That's what they say.
Well, I'm saying as far as working overtime, because like on the times when I was like, oh, yeah, I come in early to work because then I just get up about the same time, but I don't just, doodle around. I go right in there and sign in. Jennifer said, yeah, I was always salaried, translation slave. Oh, right. Yeah, salary is not fun because they work you to the bone for what? Renee said, I refuse salary, right? And Jennifer said, salary, hourly, salary, hourly. Say that 10 times fast. I can barely say it twice. Renee said, lately we've had a wave of really bad strokes. Oh, no. A spinal cord injury and a road rage brain injury. Oh, my gosh, wow. Renee. And all of those intense neuro patients get put on my caseload. I love the confidence, but it's tiring. Oh, goodness. I bet that is difficult. Yeah. So what would you rather do? Help patients like she does or talk on the phone?
Talk on the phone, I guess.
No, I mean, there's no wrong answer.
Obviously. Then why'd you pose it like that?
Well, I'm just curious if you would be more into actually physically working or if you...
No.
Even though you have crazy customers that you're just like, well, at least it's just a phone call. Because don't you imagine some of the people where you have to send a tech out? You're like, oh, gosh, I feel bad for this tech.
Well, my thing is you call me for help. I'm telling you how to do it. And you're arguing with me telling me you don't want to do that. Okay.
Right? I don't know. Well, I kind of get mad at some people. They'll be like, well, I need to have this, and that. What I thought was funny. This is me. See, this is why I don't make the decisions. This guy, we close the account because of potential fraud, right? There's certain things when people open up any type of bank account that flags that, hey, this might be possible fraud. So if we think it's possible fraud, we have a department that does further investigations. And if they don't get whatever documents we're requesting within a certain amount of time, then it's like, well, then this is obviously fraud. Because, I mean, honestly, if you try to open an account and the bank's like, well, like you just moved, that's one of the flags, right? All of a sudden you have an address, but maybe Social Security doesn't know that your address is moved, right? So that'll flag it, and we'll say, hey, we're going to need proof. Hey, if I really want this account, I'm going to send you proof right away. Well, some of these will make up excuses. Oh, I lost my social security card. I can't find it. I don't have a way of getting it. Really? Really? You don't have a way of getting your social security card? Or though, that you hear all kinds of stuff, or we'll say, well, it looks like, this bank account that the money's coming from is not in your name. And they'll be like, oh, well, what it is my girlfriend told me to use her account to fund my account here. That sounds sketch.
Right.
And so, we'll be like, okay, so we'll do our investigation. And then sometimes we'll just be like, you know what? Nah, this is very sus. So we're going to return the funds to the bank that sent us the funds. And we're just going to close this account and list it as a fraud account. And so we did that, right, on this one guy. And here he is a month later. He's like, hey, I need you to send me a letter telling me that my account was closed, but in good standing, and give me the account number when it was closed and your routing number. I was like, ooh, if it was fraud, I'd be like, no, we're not going to send you jack bunk. But I was like, well, I don't make these decisions, right? I'm just a cog in the wheel. So I send it to the management queue, and I'm like, hey, this guy's account was closed for fraud, and he's wanting this. So she writes up a letter, and she's like, well, here, we'll just give the basic information. She didn't say that it was closed in good standing. I think she said this was closed due to something like inconsistent information or something. Send it to him, and then he comes back. He's like, well, I need to have the routing number of this account. I'm like, really? I would not be doing this much for a guy that had a fraud account. But she did again. She was like, oh, well, here you go. I'm like, okay. Wow. But again, that's why I don't make the decisions. And I was just like to me personally, no, I would not have done it at all. I would have been like, no. But this supervisor, I wouldn't have done it, but now I have documented proof that this one supervisor, several managers, but that this manager said, send them this. So it's not me, but because before that kind of bit me in the butt because they were like, oh, Shelly, you sent this wording to a customer. I was like, I only sent that wording because that manager told me what wording to send. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, at least we have the documented proof that that's what the manager told you to say, but no, you should never say that. Like, well, how did I know? The manager told me to. But anyhow, so this way, if something comes back, it's like, well, I indicated that this was a fraud account, and should we even send this letter? And she created it. So, I can only do so much. Which it also ticked me off because on one ticket, I put on there, I said, this customer had the disposition set up to a HISA, but their letter is just saying that it's going to be reinvested. Can we correct this letter? And you know what she came back? She goes, well, you need to check and see if the dispositions have been set up. I was like, I just freaking, that was my first line right there. It was confirmed set up on this date and shows in the account. I was detailed. I even sent it to my coworker. I said, look at this and look at how she responded. And she was like, oh, reading comprehension isn't a needed asset. Shauna said, I'm not a fan of overtime here. It's the same, but more time with client is exhausting. Right. I bet it is. Renee said, Heath, come treat my patients, please. This road rage patient is tough. I feel so bad for him. Guy yanked him out of his car, bashed his head into the ground. Wow. Chunk of skull removed due to shatter. So he wears a helmet when out of bed. And poor guy can't even communicate effectively. Just random responses. Who does that? Wow. That is horrible. All because of a road rage. People need to chill out on the road. Because I was listening to somebody today. They were like, look, because her thing is, she's like, you give what you get, right? She goes, so every day, like when she wakes up, she's like, you know what? This day's going to be a good day. I'm going to have good blessings throughout this day. And then when she goes out, she goes, I figure whatever I give to other people, like if I want people to be kind, nice, respectful, and generous to me, I'm going to be the same to other people because I want that in return.
Common decency.
Well, right. And she said, so because she's like, some people will be like, you know what? I want everybody to like me, and I want this and I want that, but then they don't do that. She's like, so you can't say, well, I want all of this and then not act and not be the same as giving that. Like you can't expect to get something that you're unwilling to give. And I was like, that is so true. And that's such a good outlook on it too, because sometimes it does seem like there's people out there who are unwilling to give, but expect that in return.
Right.
And if maybe we all realized and we're like, you know what, this is what I want, so I better give that so that I get that in return. And so here's somebody with a freaking road rage. Like, I hope that guy is serving time. Renee said, anytime 30 minutes upright and his head swells and he gets super scared, it just says hurts as he touches his head, literally skin over brain with fluid. Oh, not tough. It's heartbreaking. That is.
Poor guy.
Oh. Shauna said, maybe she knows it won't get anywhere, and if he used it, the other bake would figure it out. Maybe so. That's why I said it's above my head, but maybe that's what she figures, is that they'll just be like, oh, okay, we get what's being said here, and this guy just thinks that he's going to one-up with us because he was like, you need to say it was a good standing. I'm like, it wasn't a good standing, weirdo. Jennifer said, I really appreciate my bank's fraud department. I would enjoy actually being trained in that department, because I think it's kind of like detective work. Because now those people, they do have to make phone calls, and that's where, like, on a few of them, they're like, call the guy, and like the account's name is Steve, right? Called, and Steve really sounded like a woman. And when I was asking for, certain clarifying questions, they had a lot of pauses, like they were having to look it up and stuff. I was like, So yeah, it's very interesting. And then the ones that do get closed, you're like, oh my gosh, some of the things that they do, and some of the scams that people, like, I'm like, wow, these people are really conniving. Renee said, I give to my patients what I would want for my family friends, and I hope that it comes back to me one day. I treat them and position them how I'd want my loved one. Aw, that's right. Jackie said, I suffer from only child syndrome, but I've learned to curb the gimme, mine syndrome. Well, mostly. I'm still stingy sometimes.
Nice.
Shauna said, I think I do, but I still think about that bad check my account before we left on the cruise. Stress inducing. Right? That's that was a hard time, because it's like, but that was really a bank's error, wasn't it? That wasn't so much the fraud. It was like a bank. The bank itself made an error. Renee said, I get so mad when staff don't properly care for them. Like, if you're in this field and do the least to get by, get the out and find another job. Yeah, I feel for you, Renee. I remember when I was in college, and there was quite a few nurses, because I took a lot of science classes, and there was quite a few nurse students in there. And the majority of them, when you'd be like, oh, you're going to be a nurse. Like, what are you planning on doing? What is it? Oh, I don't care. I'm just in it for the money. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, it pays so good. That's why I'm going to nursing school. I was going to be, like business or whatever it was. But then I saw that nursing pays really well. So that's why I'm going into it. And I'm like, I don't really think you should go into nursing for money.
Right.
Lisa said, how was dinner? I totally passed out on the couch. Welcome back, Lisa. I bet that wasn't something to wake up to and see us like, oh. It was probably when Heath was yelling, right?
I didn't yell.
You didn't?
No, that was you yelling.
I never yelled. I'm so quiet. No, how was dinner?
It was amazing, actually. We fried up some chicken, made it into tacos, and put some homemade ranch dressing on it. It was way good, and some bacon.
And bacon. That ranch was really good.
It is.
Shada said, yes, they put a check through that wasn't my account to and from. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to say, honestly, y'all, I know that sometimes we think, like, when errors like that happen and other stuff, not to downplay your stress at all. Like, I totally understand why you were, like, freaking out, because that is devastating. But just in what I've seen, it's like, a lot of times the people who are doing these jobs, I mean, they're not always the smartest or the brightest, right? Like
that Sarah Silverman joke. She said she got pulled over, and he's like, "Do you know why you pulled me over?" And he's like, I don't know, because you're a straight C student.
Well, I don't even like. Let me put it this way. I actually have a document where I keep a log every week. I start this over every Monday of all of the ancient errors that I find throughout the week, where I'm like, oh, here's where they messed up. Well, here's where they did this. Here's where I found here.
You teacher's little pet.
No. Because... And that's when I told my manager, I said, look, I'm keeping this up, but some of this seems a little ridiculous. Like they should kind of know this. Like, for example, even though we're an online bank, y'all, sometimes people still want things mailed to them, which I don't understand this part. But anyways, for example, if you want to set up a beneficiary on your account, like, I'm totally all for everything computerized. Like, if I could do it on the computer, that makes me 100 times happier. If I have to fill out forms with a pen, oh, that's the worst. So if they want to set up a beneficiary, they can download a form, complete it, and return it to us. Be all electronic. And then the same thing if they want a joint owner on their account. It's a form that requires signatures. So they have to download the form, print it out, fill it out, get the joint owner to sign it. They sign it, so forth. No big deal, right? People do it all the time. But sometimes we get people who are like, oh, I don't have a way to print this, which I'm thinking, I can find you 10,000 ways. And they're like, so mail me a form, but I need the form ASAP. Like, if you need it that fast, then you could go to your local library and download and print out the form for free. And, but so people request forms to be mailed, which again, it's just kind of like, really? I have to mail you this form? So this one agent, up at the top, when they put in the request, you choose the form you want, and then there's a comment section, and the agent then puts a comment of what's needed. When the top of the form, they selected beneficiary form. Oh, okay, let me get that attached. But in the comments, they said, please mail joint form. Which is it then? The beneficiary or the joint? Because you selected beneficiary, but you said joint. So how do I know which one to send out really? So I sent them both? I sent them both, yeah. Because I'm like, well, who knows? But that's what I mean. Those little attention to details, like a lot of agents just those things. And that's what I just told my manager. I was like, look, this is how I feel. Like, I don't know if it really is like a training issue where these agents just aren't, taking the time, or they're not, using their resources to know how to help the customer, or is, however, they are designed to do their job, they don't have that information. Like, those are two different scenarios, because if it truly is they're not using their resource, then yeah, they need to be coached. But if it is how they're told to do their job and it isn't explained to, like, hey, do this job, but oh, we don't really care, like, oh, you're supposed to make sure these line up. Like, if they're not told to do that, then I can't really fault them. But again, it's like, we need more communication is how I feel. But anyhow, I'm rambling. Renee said, many of these nurses don't realize I make better than they do, yet they call me a therapy tech. Right? Right. Lisa said, I'm going to rewatch and get the recipes. Oh, it's good. It's really good, Lisa. And in the description is the homemade ranch recipe. Shauna said, what was interesting, though, Rhonda looked at and in less 2 minutes figured it out. Right? That is so true. She did. Renee said, Heath and Shelly, I can never do your job because I would completely sass folks with the disrespect y'all get. Y'all are strong. Oh, we're not strong.
Sir, have the day you deserve.
Do you say that?
Oh.
He's so nice on the phone, as I will hear him sometimes, and he's like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, I could definitely help you with that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it'd only take a couple minutes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, just a second. Okay, if that's what you want. I'm like, you're so freaking nice. You know what? I'm sorry, y'all, like ADHD, but I just saw a bottle over there with the label.
Where?
It's right by the Ketochow hot sauces. I see the clown looking at me. Do you see it? It's like eye level. By the Bravado? Ketochow down. Ketochow hot sauces. There, you just put your finger on it. There it is. How did we miss that?
I don't know. Where was the other one, though? There was this one. But what it is, folks, look.
We both missed this earlier. We were like, I thought we did have a bottle.
We had this little guy here, the little squeeze bottles. And then we're filling up another batch. We had a little bit left over, so we filled up this bottle. Let's see what's in there. And then we figured out we had enough to make a whole nother bottle.
Well, I think one's from one batch, one's from the other.
But still.
This is the new batch, and that was the original, I think.
I see what you're talking about now, too.
Yeah.
The label.
That's why I was saying it needs to be a little smaller.
Okay. Can she shrink it down?
Yeah, I gave her the new dimensions. Oh, we're getting behind. Jennifer said, Chase made me come in person to set up beneficiaries on my account. Wow. That is something. Goodness. Yeah, we're only an online bank, so you can't really come in person.
Yeah, we spent like 30 minutes looking for this bottle. It was right there on the shelf.
I know. That's
and you
hilarious.
said he's looking at me.
I know. But, yeah, since we're online only, then they can't come into the store, so or to a location. So we said they could download the form electronically, and then they print it out, sign it, and that's enough. Or some of the people are like, mail me a form. I love the excuses they give. Like, we never ask, or we don't care about the reason. Like, it doesn't have to be a specific reason, but I guess some of the associates, I don't know if they ask or if they just put it in there like I care, and they'll be like, customer says printer is out of ink right now. So if we can, I'm like, okay, you either want it mailed or not. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to go, oh, they just said they want it mailed. I'm not going to do it. Like, I mean, you're not going to do it.
Wow.
But it's just funny, the reasons they put in. Jen said, I had a fraud issue this week. Oh, no. Someone opened a credit card and bank account in my name.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jen, did you get it resolved? That's scary.
Yeah.
Well, and see, that's what some of these do. And is they'll put it in the person's name, right? But then what they do is after the account's been open for like 10 business days or 20 days, it's not very long, they'll suddenly need to close it because they're going to close on a house, but then they want it transferred to another account. Yeah. Into the other into their name. And that's what they do. So it's like, oh, just the scams they play. I'm
fading.
You've been fading. Renee said, by the way, HB had 50 cents off in-store coupons for the breakfast sausage. So I stocked up for my stuffed peppers.
Yes, I got that too.
Nice.
I got another roll today.
Renee said, see, I'd be like, this ain't Burger King. You can't have it your way. I mean, you say that.
You're such a pushover.
I know, but you would not be like that. Renee said, nah, I heard Heath that Sunday I was there. I'm trying to help you. Right? But doesn't he sound so nice, though, on the phone? I'm like, oh, I wish he talked to me like that. No, he talks to me much better. But he's just like, I'm trying to help you. But sometimes he does. I can tell when he's like, when it's been a hard customer, because he's like, no, ma'am, I am trying to help you. Well, he said, well, what it is, this is what I've noticed about Heath. Like, say you're getting tired again.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah. So see his voice, it's nice. It's gentle. It's flow. It's like music, right?
Okay.
But when Heath is like angry or getting frustrated, his voice gets super deep. Okay. Yes. And you
noticed it.
Oh, I know. I noticed because that's when I'm like, oh, we going there? Jen said, I just finished posting my Vlogmas. Just a pet. I know I mixed that up. My crackhead is going to kill me. Oh, I'm sorry. But at least you have taught me. I certainly don't want one of those. Yeah, we'll catch up tomorrow too. Jen said, yeah, I had to call Bank of America and they closed it all, but I have blocks on all 3 credit reports, so I don't know how they keep getting them opened.
Wow.
I don't know. And then some of these people, they'll even, so what we also will do is to prove who you are, we need your driver's license and social security card, but not just the front. We need the front and the back because some people will find the front of yours, but they won't have the backs of it. And so that's another way to get out of that is then if they can't provide the back, well, then we can't approve you.
Wow.
I know. I finished it, y'all, the whole liter. Wow.
Easy, Kelly.
Renee said, yeah, that Sunday was deep, firm, and short, but sounded like the customer was very difficult. See, Renee, she backs me up. What are you reading?
The label.
Really? I thought you were reading a Porky Good thing over there.
Well,
what are you reading about on the label?
Whatever it says.
Oh my God.
Seriously, I'm just reading it.
All right, let's call it an evening. It's been late enough. Y'all been here long enough. Jen said, so Shelly would be up in the middle of the night peeing. Probably. But that's fine.
Her and the dogs. They woke me up the last two mornings.
Oh, what time?
3:30.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, for whatever reason, Delilah sometimes locks herself in a bathroom. The door is kind of weird. It shuts on its own, or she'll bump it and shut it, and then she can't open it back up. So when she gets tired of being in there, she'll wake us up. I
remember that.
Barking.
Well, she doesn't like any loud noises, so she hears it. She gets scared and runs into the bathroom. And then it shuts behind her, and I'm like, ugh.
How am I going to get up?
I'm like, Heath, are you going to get up and let her back out? And he's like, I'm too tired to do that. And so I'm like, well, so at 3:30, she's barking her head off like, let me out of here. Let me out of here. Well, so would you rather get out of bed at 10:30 or at 3:30?
Oh, no. Well, we need to start doing, we have a little rolling cart so we can take our laundry from the bedroom all the way to the back of the house into the laundry room.
All the way.
I started parking it in front of that bathroom door so she can't go in there then.
And then in the middle of the night when I get up, then I'm going to trip over it.
Well, not if I tell you it's there.
But I might not remember.
Because somebody wants to do it in the middle of the night or walking in the dark. You don't want to turn a light on her phone or nothing.
No.
Not use the tools she has.
No, because I don't want to wake up. So when I wake up in the middle of the night, I do not turn on my phone. It stays face down. I do not use any lights. I walk like
stumble over stuff, obviously.
No, like it's what, 5 feet from the bed to the bathroom. I think I've lived here my whole life. I can figure out how to walk 5 feet. And I walk the 5 feet. I know my bathroom, so I don't need light in there. I leave all the lights out. Tell me I'm not the only one. I leave all the lights out. I go to the bathroom. I barely, I wash my hands, but just like barely. Like I don't wash my face and everything else like normal. And then I just crawl back into bed as though it never happened. And guess what? I usually go right back to sleep. How about you?
Once I'm woken up, I lay there for about maybe an hour. Can't go back to sleep, so I get up, come in here, and start working on stuff on the computer. Because
you turn on all the lights, don't you?
No, I don't.
What do you turn on?
Just a little nightlight kind of thing on my phone.
And when you go to the bathroom, you don't play on your phone?
Of course I do. I'm in the toilet. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Right there. Jen said, are y'all doing a cook-along this month? We are. I got to get it out and schedule it and everything. I know I'm running out of time. Haley said, good night. Good night, Haley.
We'll do it on Christmas Day.
Renee said, oh, the humanity. He probably had to suffer or wait to play his game for hours. Shada said 3:30. That's just a half hour before you get up anyway, isn't it, Heath?
Yeah, I know. That's why I woke up early. Get my whole circadian rhythm off and everything.
Renee said, my beach house stay in bed till I make them get up to eat breakfast and poo. Oh, not these. Not Sam and Delilah. No, they're like, oh, it's time to go out. Shauna said, right, I don't turn on any lights if I get up. I make sure my path is clear. I probably don't even open my eyes.
That's what I do too. But how I make sure my path is clear, I turn a light on like a civilized person.
No, obviously not. We're civilized and obviously, we don't do that.
Freaking night crawlers.
No, I just know the path. I mean, it's not that hard of a path.
You're right, but you also don't have balance issues, so you're right.
No. You were like that even before.
It's called being rational.
No, it isn't. Lisa said, definitely in the dark and hope the seat is down. Right? That's the only thing is the seat better be down. But he's actually really good about that. I don't think you've ever left the seat up, have you?
No.
No.
I'm civilized.
Oh my gosh. And Renee said, cuz my vision is 2400. I wake and walk to the bathroom in the dark, and the worst is getting a drink from the fridge, so I keep a bottle of water by the bed now. Oh, goodness. So you drink in the middle of the night? See, that would wake me up. Miriam's here. Hey. Miriam. She goes, are you still there? How was dinner?
I was waiting on you.
Dinner was great. We made chicken bacon tacos with homemade ranch. And it turned out delicious.
And I wanted to order your new flavor, but somebody doesn't want me to. I'm sorry.
I didn't say I didn't want to. Oh, my gosh.
That's right. I told on you.
You told on me? I'm so mean. Sharon said, nope, no lights. Laugh out loud.
Bunch of night crawlers. Y'all are scary.
No. Miriam could probably even answer. Miriam, if you get up in the middle of the night, do you turn the lights on? Do you use the flashlight?
I don't turn the lights on. I turn a light on.
On your phone.
Yes, that's it.
I'm just saying. I guess also I've always practiced just in case I ever went blind. I want to know I can make it around. Renee said, okay, that's it. I can get you a bedside commode and plenty of urinals for Christmas.
Wow.
I have thought about
not
for me. I couldn't do that.
No.
But I thought for you, because then that way you just roll over, use the little bedside commode, and then go back to sleep. And then you would still have to use a light because you'd be like, I don't know where this hole is.
I know where to put it now. It's right there beside your pillow. Oh, there's too much.
Carrie said, well, I had fallen asleep several times. The video was good for what I saw of your tacos. I'm going to bed. Tomorrow's a busy day. Have a great day,
we're
Carrie. Probably.
That's what that sounded like. Thanks, brother.
Good night, Carrie. Thanks for tuning in.
Be careful when you're walking in the dark.
Jackie said, we have LED strip lights under the kitchen cabinets, even okay with the lowest setting. They are super bright in the middle of the night, but I have a little bath and Body Works plug-in in the bathroom, so no lights until waking time. Oh, See, I make our bedroom completely like black out. Like we have blackout curtains, all of the different little lights. I actually bought blackout stickers and put them over all of those little lights.
There's still that one glowing light on the back of it, though. She even took a pillowcase and put it over the machine.
Yeah.
Trying to blacken it out.
Right, because I didn't want
to know why it didn't work right. I couldn't breathe.
But, yeah, I try to make it as like super dark in there, and so for me though, I'm okay with it, but I think Heath would you'd probably do fine sleeping in like right here.
Yes, when it's time to go to sleep, it's time to go to sleep.
Now I need it like pitch black to go to sleep. Like my body needs to know it's done. It's nighttime. Let's see. Renee said they actually make lights for inside the toilet, so when the lid is up, it allows for a low light visual guide. Would that help you though? Or no. No?
I already have that. It's called a phone. We've already invented that.
Okay. Try to get you not to use your phone because that's what keeps you up because you go on there to play a game. Haley said, I enjoy the dark, so no lights on for me. I'm the same. Crafty and Carnivore said, oh, blackout stickers? I need those. They were on Amazon. And it was like came with, I think, 3 or 4 sheets of all different size. They're usually circles, because most electronics is just like a little circle light. And so
peel and stick.
Yeah, just peel and stick. So, and they come right off, so they don't like stick like.
It's like a temporary tattoo.
Yeah, like it's not going to be if you put it on. Like I put it on, like routers and stuff before, and whenever we had to exchange or return it, I just plucked them right back off. Like they didn't like. They're not like one of those stickers you get on a bottle where you're like, I can't get it off. No, they pop right off. But I use it like on. The router, the I guess the TV had like a little light.
When we had a cable box.
When we had a cable box in there, like my little CPAP machine, and then like I would just turn off all the lights and any light I saw in the room. Then I was like, oh, I got to go over there and I'd put a sticker on it.
We don't have a digital clock. Because of that.
Right.
We have our phones, which we never look at, so we don't know what time it is.
That's right. Shauna said, I need blackout stickers. Definitely. Go over there. Amazon. They were pretty cheap. Renee said, now Heath, I have the bougie bed. That's right. Jackie said, I prefer the darkness, but as long as Alexa is dim, I'm good. My kids sleep with all his lights on, then wonder why he's always tired. Oh my goodness. No, see, I could not do it. Renee said, it's a different light stream, though. Lisa said, what is the game you play, Heath?
Udoku.
Yeah, so it's...
Show them on yours. Pull yours up, because you were playing for a while, too.
He is so addicted to this game.
I want to beat this game. It's bothering me. Once I beat it, I'm never going to play it again.
Whatever. Here we go.
Why is yours hidden?
Because I don't play it all the time.
You used to.
I don't know if you... Ooh. Woodoku. If only somebody with longer arms. And look, he's not even moving. Woodoku. So it's kind of like Tetris.
But not as cool.
So
what had happened was...
definitely looking. Our TV has a super bright night light on it. Drives me nuts. That's why I got it. Because I was like, because I would start to fall asleep, but then it was like my eye could see that little red light out of the corner, and it would just bother me.
You know what, though? I can't even remember the last time we watched that TV.
I know, right? So I was like, oh, I had to get something. Like, I was just in this phase where I wanted this house to be pitch black. And so that's when I bought the stickers.
That's when I fell and hurt myself, and I don't remember anything before that. Or after that, rather.
Oh, really? You're so full of it. Renee said the toilet low lights are usually found at places like Home Depot, Ace, or even Amazon. Lisa said, Waduko? I've seen ads for it. That's it, Lisa.
Well, what happened was I was playing Words with Friends, and I kept seeing this ad for it. I remember I used to love playing Tetris on the old Game Boy. It's like, oh, that looks pretty similar. I like doing that. But then the picture they show you is totally different than the game, too. So I just started playing it, and it kind of became fun.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like, Lisa. I don't know if you can see. Maybe it's somebody with longer arms. But, so you get the square, and then they give you the pieces down at the bottom, and then you have to, clear it out. Now, what Heath really likes to do, he does this thing called the journey, right? And
so this is what it looks like, right?
Oh my god.
That's what you did.
No, I'm pulling it up. Okay. So here's the journey. So what?
Nothing?
So it'll have where the board itself already is filled in with certain things, so it makes it more challenging.
And then when
Here,
they
you want to
start,
show?
Sure.
Well, since you're laughing at me.
I don't even know what you're supposed to do on this one.
Well, you should. That's the first one. Well, I'm saying to show them. I'm not asking you to play it.
So you just fill them in.
Well, see that. Come on, you get closer than that. Use your arms.
Oh. You just put the blocks in there. But see, it keeps catching the ring, the light.
Yeah. So that's
so I filled them all in and just gave me 3 new pieces. And you just keep filling them out. On this one, see the little meter at the top? You have to fill all that in and get those points. And then you move on to the next level.
And there's 84 levels.
Yes, and most I've gotten is 78. And
I thought you got to 80 one day. Yeah, I remember when Renee was here, you got to level 80.
Yeah.
And you were like, I think I could beat it. I've got 12 hours left. I'm like,
because it gives you a timer at the very beginning when you start the journey. You have 5 days, X number of hours. I think, there's 84 levels total, and I got the number 80. And that's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah. Renee said, Shelly plays when he needs her to get him to the next level.
She was playing her own game, too. Then she got frustrated and said, screw it, I ain't doing this no more.
Well, because I noticed that...
It cheats?
No, it isn't that it cheats. It's 84 levels, but you only have 5.5 days, maybe 6 days to complete, right? And so I figured it out that basically by the end of day 1, you need to already be in level 60. By the end of day 2, you need to be in level 70, because the levels from 71 to 84, I'm assuming we've never gotten past 80, are so difficult that it takes several hours to pass one of those levels.
Well, no, one day I'll get there.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, if by the day 2 you're not in the 70s, you're not going to do it. And I don't have the time to just, I mean, basically, if you did not have a job, you could probably beat it. Jackie said, UFC pay-per-view tomorrow. Wow. Jim is smoking ribs. I just want bacon and eggs. You think with me about to head into 90 days of BB&E in 23 days, I wouldn't want bacon and eggs. I don't know. Bacon and eggs is awesome.
Yes, it is.
I think that's what makes BB&E like appealing for a lot of people, because I think most everybody can agree that beef, bacon, eggs, and butter, like all of those are absolutely delicious. And I feel like most of us, for the most part, that's the majority of what we eat. And I said, go Gadget Arms, right?
That's what we were going to buy at Sam's. I bought the pork belly today. We didn't buy the Brussels. We're going to do the Brussels with it.
Oh.
For the rest of the week.
Okay.
Because I got the big bag. They got the big bag. Remember that Renee showed us.
Sorry.
Jackie Unless we're just going to do the pork belly.
He makes up for my T-Rex arms. That's what I've got. But you know what? My coworker, she was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how good Brussels sprouts were. And I was like, oh, did you know at Sam's they had the really big ones? She goes, well, these are from Sam's and they're small. She goes, but that's why I really wanted them, because they are small.
Okay.
So
the ones I saw the last 2 times, they were huge.
Yeah, well, we'll see tomorrow. All right, you guys. I know we've already said it once before, but this time we mean it.
Oh, we do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do we mean?
We're going to have a wonderful night, and I hope you all do too. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please give us a thumbs up. Now, tonight.
We keep it up, it'll be tomorrow.
Give us a thumbs up. If you'll be so kind and go back and give us a comment, that really helps our channel. And thank you again so much for joining us tonight with our food. I hope you enjoyed the food as well. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend and a great next week. And we'll see y'all again.
Adios.
Bye.